PlesioStream. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, it's PlesioStream. Yeah, it's PlesioStream.
Alright, now it's probably a good enough time as any to start. Wow, I am bright. Is that that light or that light? I don't know. Turn that one down. Oh, it could be my monitor. Maybe it is this. Who knows? I'm very bright. That's a little better. I think it's probably just because I'm on the home screen right now. But today we're going to be playing a Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke. I've been watching a few people play Nuzlockes and it's making me really want to play a Nuzlocke. And I figured we'll spice things up a little bit because Sword isn't, or not Sword, this is Shield. Sword and Shield is a fairly easy Pokemon game to get through. So we're going to be playing with a certain set of rules, which most of these rules are standard like Nuzlocking rules, but since Sword and Shield's a bit different than a normal Pokemon game, I'll just read off the rules that I have wrote down here. The Nuzlocke starts when I get the Pokeballs, so whenever we first get Pokeballs, if I faint before then it doesn't count. There's going to be one catch per route, even if we fail, so like if we find a Pokemon on a route and we encounter it and then it runs away, or we run away, or we kill it or something like that, we can't catch any more on that route. If it's a duplicate mon, it can be mulliganed, which I feel like with these rules up there, with these rules I feel like duplicates aren't going to happen too often. If Pokemon faints, it dies. So if a Pokemon faints, we can't use it anymore and it's considered dead. And we have to nickname every Pokemon too, just so we get attached to them, so every death is more emotional. And if we black out, if we lose all the Pokemon in our party in a battle, that's game over. And depending on the amount of badges we have and what gym we're challenging, I'll have different Pokemon in my party. I won't go over that right now, but for now it's just going to be 2 Pokemon in my party. And then there's going to be a level cap depending on what the max level of the gym leader's ace is. So for the first gym, it's just going to be 20. And then there's going to be no Dynamaxing because I feel like Dynamaxing makes the battles easier. It's more challenging if I try and get around Dynamaxing somehow. It might backfire, but we'll see. And I don't know exactly what this means, but people have suggested battle type or battle style equals set. So I think that means if the opponent's sending in a Pokemon, it doesn't give me the option to swap my Pokemon, but I don't know for sure. Other than that, the only thing is we're going to be catching grass Pokemon only. So whenever we get to a route, that's the wrong profile. I made a whole new profile so then I don't have to use my previous save data. There we go. So whenever we get to a route, doesn't matter what Pokemon we encounter, we skip it, and it's not going to count unless it's a grass Pokemon. So we don't see a grass Pokemon until Route 2. So whenever the first grass Pokemon is. Luckily, that one is in... Oh, no, wait. Both grass Pokemon are in... There's a grass Pokemon for both Sword and Shield. Oh, for this, I really want a green hat. But I'll do what I was planning on doing. I'll do one... But a green hat would work so well for grass... Whatever. We'll see what happens. Random number generator. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 3. That's not random. It's counting up. All right. Well, whatever. It don't matter. I want the green hat because we're going to be grass starter, and I played as this one before because I did a random number thing before, and it gave me this one. So I'm going to pick this one because I haven't picked this one. Or no. Well, I like the silver hair. We'll pick this one. Whatever. It don't matter. Oh, what's our name? Our name doesn't matter. We'll just... I forgot that I can actually use my name for this, and I don't have to come up with a name for that. Can't change the languages after starting your game. Oh, I should go back and change the language then. So the first grass Pokemon we encounter is Lotad. My starter I'm not going to use. I'll keep it in the party for the beginning until we catch a Lotad, and I'll put it in the party whenever we need to. Like, for instance, if if I get my Pokemon to the level cap, like if I get the Lotad to level 20, then I'll have to put it in the PC, and I can't just run around with no Pokemon, so that's whenever I'll have my starter and only my starter, or whatever other Pokemon I have that's not level 20. And the starter can go over the level cap because I'm not going to use the starter in the gym challenges. And I've already played through Pokemon Shield before, so it's not like I don't know what to expect. Well, I mean, I've never... Did I say Sword? I meant to say Shield if I didn't. But basically, I've played through the game before, so I know what to expect for the most part, but I don't know how this is going to go with just grass Pokemon, because I chose grass because it's my favorite typing, but the thing is, grass is going to be so hard to find mons for starting out. I think we'll get one before the wild area, and then I think there's a couple we can get in the wild area. But in the wild area, the routes there is the different regions, so there's 17 different regions in the wild area. So each of those counts as a different route. So if we catch a Pokemon in one of those, we can't catch it there anymore, but we can still catch Pokemon in the other areas in the wild area. I would really love to find a Leafeon, but I don't know how the weather is going to favor us starting out. Oh, and we would need some gym badges before we could even catch the Leafeon. Just remembered that, because wild Pokemon, the ones that aren't in the grass, and the ones further back, are going to be higher level, and you can't catch them if they're too high of level. So I can't catch an Eevee though, that's the thing. I would try and catch an Eevee and just use a Leaf Stone, but I can't catch an Eevee because it's normal type. So that's unfortunate. I would like a Leafeon, but it'd be more of a later game catch. Hi, Hannah. I've already gone through all the rules. I'm sure you know the basic rules of Nuzlocke. And that's pretty much what I'm doing, except for the grass and no Dynamaxing, which I feel like a lot of people choose no Dynamaxing for this game. And I've already played through Shield, if you didn't already hear me say that. This is just me playing through it again, but only for grass types. And I'm not using my starter, except for until we get our first grass Pokemon, which won't be till Route 2. Probably. She didn't have a green hat. I picked her because she had a green hat. Where's the hat? Choose Score Bunny. That's true. I don't have to pick Grookey because I'm not using my starter. I can pick Score Bunny. I was going to pick Grookey because he's grass, but then I remembered I don't have to because I'm not using my starter. Yeah, I'll pick Score Bunny. Why not? I picked Grookey on my first playthrough, but the starter is like insanely good for everything. So it just kind of got boring running through every gym with just my starter. So I kind of tossed him aside and just used other Pokemon anyways. But I'll be doing that this time, especially if I pick Score Bunny because it's not grass. I guess it could technically be grass if we give it a grass move because it has Libero. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to what I have to do. Bring your bag, saw in your room. Oh yeah, my room's over here. Why is the room over here and not upstairs? Whatever. There's the green hat. Okay, we have a green hat for our grass starter. For our grass Pokemon. Not a grass starter. For our grass Pokemon. That's the whole point we pick him. Because if we pick up, why do the guys have red hats? That's not fun. I was either going to do grass or ice for the types because those are my two favorite typings. Steel's my third favorite, but Steel's probably a little, well, ice is kind of difficult to start off with. But the thing is with ice is I'd have to get lucky in there being some sort of hail or snowstorm going on in the wild area. Otherwise, I wouldn't get any ice Pokemon for a long time. And I have to name all my Mons, obviously, because it's a Nuzlocke. I don't know if I necessarily have to name the Score Bunny since I'm not using it, but I'll name it anyways. I wish I could get one of these Badoos because it's a grass Mon, but I can't. I'm going to try and get through the entire game. Definitely not tonight, but I'm going to try and get through the entire game with just grass Pokemon. I really hope I don't white out, black out, whatever. But the thing is, this game's a lot easier than most Pokemon games, but it's still difficult near the end, especially if you have grass Pokemon because of certain other Pokemon. I'm glad the Ice Gym is very far in, but the Fire Gym's the third gym. Luckily, it's not the first gym. That'd be a problem. Although the first Pokemon that we get that's grass is Lotad because I'm playing Shield. If we were playing Sword, it would be Seedot, which is grass and then evolves into grass dark. But Lotad is grass water, or maybe it evolves into grass water. I'm pretty sure it is grass water, which helps against the fire types because then it's just neutral. I wish I could just skip through all this. Can't miss a chance to meet the undefeated champion or whatever. Can I go to options? Battle style switch. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, I have it set down to battle style set, so we can't swap whenever the opponent Pokemon dies. Okay. Okay. Where are we going? Are we going upstairs? Let's go upstairs. Who's that guy? I've never seen that guy before. Who are these people? I never explored this house. Why are there people in here? Okay, there's nothing in here. I think we're just going outside to the train station. Yeah, there's Hop. Wild Pokemon come out of nowhere if you walk through the grass. They don't let you walk through the grass. Like in this game, it's so easy to avoid wild Pokemon compared to other games because the other games is just random. In this one, you see the exclamation mark and you can avoid it, or you can just see them walking around. There's a Pokeball. I tried doing that multiple times in my first playthrough. He wouldn't let me walk through the tall grass. But what about if I walk this way? He's yelling at me from down the hill instead of just following me. Oh, there's a Charizard. I never understood why this is a new game, a brand new generation, and they made the champion signature Pokemon a starter from Gen 1 instead of like a new Pokemon. Like he could have had Duraludon, but then, I don't know, he could have had Dragapult for his signature. That would have been cool, but nope, it's Charizard. They could have given Dragapult a... Is Dragapult new gen, or is he from previous gen? I don't even know. But they could have given Dragapult a Gigantamax form instead of Charizard. Well, Charizard could have still gotten his. Come on. It takes so long to get to the starters in this game. Previous games, it's just like, You talk to your neighbors, you go see the professors being attacked by animals, you pick one of his mons and help him, stuff like that. But this one you've got to go through thousands of hours of... No, I'm just kidding. Thousands of letters of text. I could probably turn down the audio. I don't know how loud it is. It doesn't have to be very loud. I want to do a platinum? Diamond, pearl, platinum. Yeah, I want to do a platinum Nuzlocke eventually, because that's like the hardest game to beat. The one with Cynthia and Giratina. That one's like the hardest game to beat. And with a Nuzlocke, it's even harder. I want to do a Nuzlocke of that one day, but I don't know. I've never actually played Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum, so... Poor Sobble. I'm gonna pick the Score Bunny and the Sobble's not gonna get picked. Wait, unless... Does Leon use the Sobble if I don't pick him? Or if nobody picks him? I don't remember. I can't remember if the Leon I faced had the Score Bunny, because I picked Grookey, so... In this game, your rival picks the one weaker to you. So, Hop had Sobble, so he had Inteleon at the end. Which will you choose? And I get first pickings, even though I'm not the champion's sibling. Score Bunny, because Hannah told me to, not because it's a Grassmon. I almost went for the Grookey because I forgot you said that. Yeah, we'll give it a nickname. We'll nickname it Hannah just because this one will never die. This one won't be part of mini battles, so it won't die. Score Bunny for you. Nice one. I'm going to pick the one weak to Score Bunny. I'm going to be the next champion, so I'm going to pick the mon that's weaker to yours, as I clearly want to be your rival, so I should be in a clear disadvantage. Poor Sobble. Oh, but luckily he doesn't cry before Leon picks him up. Cool. Enough training on this for one night. Dinner's ready. Let's eat. Rawr. And Leon only has one Pokemon, and that's Charizard. Well, two now because he has Sobble. Where do you even get these mons? They don't spawn in the wild. Where do people even get the starters? Because they don't spawn in the wild. I wonder if they're bred in like a lab or something. Alright. Come on, let's battle Hop and let's get on to the game. I was mashing A and B, so I almost hit B and just hit, no, I don't want to battle him. I wonder if you can skip this battle by saying no. Luckily his Wooloo is only level 2. Why does he need another Pokemon if he has a Wooloo? If I were Hop, I would simply make Wooloo my main, and Wooloo would carry me to being champion. I mean, if you think about it, if he leveled up his Wooloo to level 100, nobody could beat him. Oh, it's level 3, never mind, not 2. If you leveled it up to level 100, nobody could beat him. Because everybody's got like... What's the highest level? The champ's highest level is... Crap. Okay, we can't run. The champ's highest level is 65. So, Wooloo could easily take out mostly everything if it was level 100. I want to do more of these type-locked Nuzlocks too. But... baby steps for now. We'll just do one at a time. We learned Ember just in time to burn Grookey. So then it's a fair 2 versus 1. And he's so surprised that we know about super effective things. Like obviously if I'm gonna burn a grass thing with fire. You already know about type advantages? And you clearly didn't because you picked a monkey over a grass monkey over a fire rabbit. He got a crit. What are you complaining about? I'm gonna burn the monkey. Dead monkey. And we got more XP. We're level 7 after the first battle. Okay, there's no point in me doing anything in Route 1, except for maybe killing some mons for XP, because no grass mons spawn in Route 1, I'm pretty sure. But Lotad spawns in Route 2, but he's something we have to get in the grass, and he's about 20% chance, I think. So let's hope that works. I really don't want to lose Lotad right off the bat, because he'll be our first, and we won't be able to get another grass until maybe the wild area. I think Roselia can be there, but I don't know what level. If it's hailing, we might be able to get a Snover, and if we go to a certain area, we might be able to get a Bounce Sweet depending on the weather. But I would really like to not lose Lotad because he's grass water, which negates his fire weakness, which would be really nice. Oh, I forgot about that. We have to go find Zacian. I guess it's Zamazenta because we're playing Shield. And then he's got to be like, roar, and then we pass out, and then Leon comes and finds us. We've got to save it. And Leon's like, hey, here's the Wooloo. I don't know why you guys went in there, you stupid children. Let's go save the Wooloo. Let's go die to Zamazenta. How does nobody... It's been like, what, thousands of years or whatever since the Darkest Day? How do people... Have people not known that Zacian or Zamazenta are in here? We just wandered in here and we happened to see one of them. And we're children. We weren't in here for very long. Oh, nards. Oh, it's just a Squavit. I think a rule should be I can't run from Pokemon. A rule I was gonna have for... Oh, we got healed. A rule I was going to have for regular Nuzlocke is I wouldn't be able to leave a gym once I entered it. Let's make it more harder. But for this one, it's kind of different because there's only like a couple gyms that you have trainers to beat. And I don't think you can leave any of the gyms at all once you enter them anyways for this game. Which makes it a bit more interesting, but... Oh, why is it... This just forces you into these battles. Rukidi! It's the noise it makes from Pixelmon. Oh, you can't fully see... You can see most of the screen. You can't really see that I have one Pokeball, or one Pokemon in the bottom left. So I don't think we have Pokeballs yet. I don't think our mom's given us Pokeballs yet. Do we? No, we don't. So we will not lose if we faint here. But we're level 7, everything in here is like level 2 and 3. And we're a starter. We're not losing in here. Okay. Need to keep an eye on the time. Not for any particular reason, I just want to make sure I don't stay up too late playing this because I could be up for literally like 5 hours or more. That Pokemon crying, what do you think that was? I have my headset right here with full volume on so I can hear the game a little bit, but I don't want to wear my headset because it's like, it doesn't seem necessary for this game, for Pokemon. For me anyways, because I mostly played with the audio off because I was in the car, because I bought this game before I went on vacation earlier this year. And so I was playing this a lot. Oh crap, I meant to do Ember, but he's level 3, it don't matter. Yeah, look at that damage. We might have to do 3 hits instead of 2, but that's okay. He's just a Squavit. I wonder what the hardest... I feel like Grass and Ice would be the hardest types to be type locked to. And they're my 2 favorite types. Would there be a harder type? Maybe like a more obscure type like Poison or Electric? Those would be pretty difficult. Although if you played like Leaf Green, you could just start off with Bulbasaur and then you have a Poison to start off with, which would help. Are there any other starters that evolve into Poison? I don't think so. Maybe there is. And here's Zamazenta, and we can't do anything. This place feels off limits, he says. How does it feel off limits? I think you mean you feel like you're being watched. Whoa, a legendary right off the bat. I wish you could catch him right off the bat. Like, imagine you were given Pokeballs and you catch him in a Pokeball and you just have Zamazenta for the entire game. Tackle, since nothing works on him. Which doesn't make sense that nothing works on him unless maybe he actually is an illusion. That's the only reason there would be no effect on him at all. What is it, like 3 turns or something before we pass out? Oh, is it 2? It's just 2? I thought it was 3. Ooh, I watched a video where somebody brought in a mon that had hail, or snow warning rather, so then it started hailing, and they had a one-hit KO cheat, and Zamazenta fainted after a couple turns, but then this cutscene still happened, even though Zamazenta was dead. I guess it was Zacian? It was probably Zacian, because everybody picked Sword. But I picked Shield. Although this game's been out for a few years, and I didn't even realize it's been out for that long. Where's the Wooloo? This little guy that Charizard's about to eat? Look at that Charizard, he looks hungry. Let's go, come on! These guys and their long introduction. Okay, let's go. Let's go, and our science is amazing. Wow. I want to get to Route 2 so I can catch a Lotad. I have to talk to her. I mean, she gives me the Pokeballs, and that's when the Nuzlocke technically starts. If we got Pokeballs before we went to the Slumbering World, can you like not beat the game in a Nuzlocke because you faint? You faint. Your Pokemon probably doesn't faint whenever you're facing Zamazenta or Zacian. I think that's accurate. You can't beat the game. You can't beat a Nuzlocke if you got your Pokeballs before going into the Slumbering World. Pocket money. Oh yeah, she gives me like 20 Pokeballs and like $100,000 or something. Like an insane amount of stuff to give a child. 5 Pokeballs and $30,000. Oh, that's still insane. We get a fishing rod. Okay. And we have Pokemon. We have another Scorpion, and we have Mystery Gift. I kind of wanted to mystery trade our starter till we got a grass Pokemon, but then I realized that could give us like a level 1, which would screw us over, or it could give us like a level 50, which would also kind of screw us over if I just kept doing that until I got a grass Pokemon. So I figured it was just easier to just keep our starter the way they are. Okay, well, look, Wooloos. They're forcing us to go in here, but there's no grass Pokemon here, so there's no point in me sticking around. And our Scorbunny's already like level 8 almost, so there's no point in me fighting these guys. They'll give like no XP. Wow, Paralyze Heal. I can heal Paralyze. Paralyze. At one point, you can get a Galarian Slowpoke. Or is it Bro? No, it's Poke. You can get a Galarian Slowpoke from that specific train station, but we can't do that because it's a water psychic. It does have nothing to do with grass. Grassmons is where it's at. Did I misspell something? No, I misspelled everything. I mean, I spelled everything right. Wow, work! We could, an electric Pokemon run in this game could be doable if Yamper's early on. I think Yamper might be early on. I don't know though. So our first gym is the grass gym, which we should be able to handle that fairly easily because we're also grass. The second gym is water, which we should be able to handle even easier. And the third gym is fire, which is going to be tough because we're grass. So I'm going to have to hope that our Lotad can like carry us. I don't know what level it evolves into Lombre, but I know it needs a water stone to evolve into Ludicolo. We've been streaming for we've been playing for 30 minutes just about, and oh my gosh, it takes so long. The beginning of this game takes so long. Why does it take so long? I like Sonia. I'm glad she becomes a professor. All right, come on, let's go. It was a little annoying that during this game, your hand was being held the entire time, but it was also nice because you were always aware of what your objective was. But we didn't need people constantly telling us what the objective is. We just needed, like, whenever I pause it. Look at that. Pop into the Pokemon Center to check it out. That's our current objective. That's all we need. We don't need people constantly telling us, or a Yamper leading us, or Hop standing outside going to tell us about the We don't need all this. We just need a little bit. Like, for all the people who've already played Pokemon, they don't need to know everything about a Pokemon Center. Did I say he needs me to explain? Whatever. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna buy some Pokeballs while I'm in here. Route 2 is where we need to go to find a Lotad. I'm curious. We can't do the Lodo ID. I was like, can we just see if we just get a Master Ball right off the bat? Somehow my trainer ID, yeah. What? Well, that's a problem. I mean, Lotad's easy enough to catch. Let's see if we can buy some green pants to fit our grass aesthetic. Oh, green. Yes. Put it on at once, of course. Nothing else over here. I don't really want green on green. We can do green on white. Yeah. Oh, because we have the white thing on top. Yeah, that matches. Cool. And then we can do the... Do we want green pants? Do we want white pants? I feel like we don't have enough green if we do white pants. We'll do the green pants. We can't see socks. Oh, we can't see socks if we do that, but we have green socks already. So we'll put on the white shoes. We're wearing loafers. And then a backpack. Oops. There's no green there's no green backpack? Alright, we'll do this one then. Not really white, but it counts, I guess. Our hat is fine. Glasses. Green glasses. Heck yeah. Gloves. Green glove. Is that too much green? No. Alright, well there goes almost $20,000. But at least we have the grass aesthetic to us. It's fun to do shopping in the boutique. So now we are styling. Oh. The gem challenge, blah 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 blah, the whole reason of the game. All right. I don't know if there's any items in houses that we can get from talking to people because I didn't really do that whenever I played through, but we'll do it. Sonia used to have a rivalry, blah blah blah. Why does everybody talk about Leon? Nobody cares about Leon. What do you have? Do you have anything for me, Lulu? Nope. Okay, cool. Well, who are you? That's where the professor lives. Cool. Why does she live so far away? She's like an old lady. Shouldn't it? Doesn't it hurt? Or isn't it exhausting for that? far. Oh, he's here to teach us how to catch Pokemon. Whenever I played this, I already caught a Rukidi, so you can catch a Pokemon before he even teaches you. Wow, Wooloo. I mean, this is a helpful tutorial for people who've never played Pokemon before. But they should do that before you're even able to catch Pokemon, I feel like. Wait, no, because I feel like in other games they've had the tutorial after you can catch your first Pokemon. So this isn't like out of the question. He has 50 Pokeballs. Give me some Pokeballs, man. Why are you being so greedy? Why did you send out a level 10 Rukidi? Why didn't you send out your Charizard so then the Wooloo has to surrender? Like, there was a small chance that Rukidi could have died if you missed the Pokeball. But it's a tutorials, so he's not gonna mess it up. Okay, he gives me more Pokeballs. He gives me 20 Pokeballs! That's where we get the 20 Pokeballs. Why do we get 20 Pokeballs? And we have an XP all, which does make things easier. I wish I could turn it off for the Nuzlocke, but since we can't, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so I'm pretty sure, I don't think we have to beat the game or anything for Lotad to appear. I'm pretty sure if we do enough question marks, Lotad will appear. Not Blipbug. I'm not going to worry about killing any of these guys because we don't really need... Well, maybe I should just so I don't white out, black out. Yeah, I'll kill the guys that I'm super effective against. Why did that not kill? We're 3 levels higher. And it's a Blipbug. And now we've lost 2 health. And our defense is lowered. Special attack is lowered. Look at that. We'll physical attack it, it don't matter. That wasn't a tackle, you kicked him. This rabbit doesn't even know how to tackle. Okay. So it didn't say anything about Lotad being an after the game spawn. Okay. Not Purloin. That is not Lotad. We could almost spell Lotad with Purloin. We're just missing an A, a D, and a T. I wish these Rukidis were not here. Oh my gosh, go away, Blipbug. Alright, I'm gonna try in the next grass area. Normally in a Nuzlocke you wouldn't encounter more than once unless you get duplicates, but since we're trying to get grass Pokemon, we are allowed to encounter more than once until we get a grass Pokemon. And I'm fairly certain, I really hope we don't have to surf to get Lotad. Cause this is all Route 2, right? So it should be the same spawns. Okay, I'm gonna look it up just to be sure. The heck? Why did... Okay. Lotad can be found as a random tall grass encounter on Route 2 while across the lake. Gosh dang it, so we're wasting our time. And it can also be found in rolling fields as a random encounter. So I'm fairly certain that means rolling fields is just right as soon as you get out of the wild area, right? Okay. Because we can't go across the lake because we don't have surf. We have no means of getting across the lake. And there's a trainer, okay. He's probably a bug type trainer or a squavit type trainer. We'll see if we can avoid him. He might be optional. He's not. Okay. Our eyes didn't meet. I was not looking at you, youngster Jake. I feel like this is cheating. But we can't get a grass type Pokemon until we get to the wild area. Why are there no grass type Pokemon to start? Huh? Explain that to me right now. Why are there no grass type Pokemon near the beginning of the game? Grass is like one of the most common typings. We have flying, we have normal, we have bug, we have dark, I think there's a couple darks thrown in the mix. But we don't have grass, water, or fire in this first route. I really wish Lotad could spawn on this side of the lake. Why do we have to cross the lake? We can't get Lotad until we get Surf, and Surf is like way down the line, I feel like. Now, if this were like Legends Arceus and we had the Basque Legion, we could just right over there. 2 potions. We're probably gonna need to use them on the Yamper. Oh, we could just get Yamper here if we did electric type. But we're doing grass. Okay, I'm gonna try and avoid trainers because I don't really want to fight them right now. Okay, well, we can only avoid 1 trainer, which sucks. I couldn't beat Hop, but I'm gonna beat you. Sure, kid. Sure. Why did we one-shot that one? Did we level up since the last blip bug? Probably. Alright, and a Nickit. Okay. This guy's just dark, I'm pretty sure. Wow. That was rude. Now take fire. Okay, he does 3 damage per, so a crit won't kill us until a couple more. So I think 1 more Ember should kill him and we'll be fine. I'm pretty sure I'm faster, so if we're not fine, I can just quick attack him. Woohoo, level 9, and we only... Our physical attack's better than our special attack? Maybe it would have been better to have been quick attacking him. Oh well. Okay. Let's see here. Wait, can we fish a Lotad? I don't think so. I think we can only fish a Magikarp right now, unless we're in the lake. Just run from the Magikarp. I don't care. Wait, but there's a non-overworld all-weather for Route 2, but it's level 4 to 6? Huh. Level 4 to 6. So surely it's not us crossing the lake, right? I'll do a couple more fish. Maybe we'll get something other than Magikarp. So fishing is just Choodle and Magikarp. It appears. Wait, but why it doesn't say anything about Lotad or C-Dot. That doesn't help me then. But why would there be two different locations for Route 2? Well, unless it's not just Route 2. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna try a few more encounters in the grass over here after I grab this. Oh, I'm gonna heal up and we're gonna actually fight that Squavit so we can get a bit of Volt. Bloop. Why is it so hard to find a grass type Pokemon? What did you just do? The defense rolls? I'm using a special attack, so it don't matter. Oh wow, we didn't do a lot of damage, did we? Okay, well 2 more and he's dead, so it don't matter. Overworld spawns, non-overworld spawns, Route 2, and then Route 2 Lakeside. So we can get him not on the Lakeside. There's still 20% chance either way, but we can get a Lotad here. He's also on Route 5, or no, Lombre's on Route 5. But we can get a Lotad, okay, that's good to know. And then I'm still gonna keep trying to find a Lotad here. Wait, but he's a Lotad on the Lakeside? Level 37 to 40? Why is he not evolved? Whatever. Okay. I'm seeing mixed messages, but I'm fairly... There's a Lotad. I don't know if this is water... I'm pretty sure this is water grass to start. But just in case, we're gonna Pokeball it immediately, because I don't want to use a fire attack on it and then it dies. Plus, it's just a level 4 Lotad. So it's easy to catch. Cool. Okay, we have Lotad. We have a grass Pokemon. We have a grass Pokemon. Woohoo! Finally. Can't believe they told me not to. Okay, he is water grass. That's good. That is good. What are we going to name this lovely lady Lotad? I really need to have like names ready for some of these mons, but we have our first grass Pokemon. I'm gonna name it Amy. I don't know an Amy. I just feel like it looks like it could be an Amy. Well, maybe not. I'm just gonna name it Amy. Oh, I needed to... I don't think we're gonna encounter a battle right away. I don't think there's a battle here. Let's go inside, blah, blah, blah. I think there's still a pause in between, because I don't want to send out Score Bunny for a battle. I did receive the Pokedex from Sonia. Yep, I know about Dynamaxing. No need to be telling me about it. Can you endorse us, please? We would like to be endorsed. I don't know where I'm going to get a water stone. There is some in the wild area. I could go to Lake of Outrage. There's one of each evolution stone there to start, I'm pretty sure. And then every day there's a random ones. Where are we going? Are we going upstairs? I don't know, I'm leaving. Oh crap, before I do anything. Ah, but Amy's only level 4. Why is Lotad such a compared to... I need to level up Lotad. No. Nope. I messed up. I should have leveled up the Lotad. For this battle, I guess we'll just use Score Bunny because I forgot to level up Lotad. Because I don't think... Unless for some reason he's still got like low levels, I don't think Amy's gonna get through this battle. Hi. I'm going to assume that's Ale Dark, but it might be Ale Dark. Hi, how are you today? We just caught our first grass Pokemon, so we can actually do a grass Nuzlocke, but I forgot to level it up before this battle, so we have to use our not grass starter. Because I'm an idiot. I think he has a Rukidi now, which would actually be bad for us if we sent out Lotad. Okay. Have you gotten a bit stronger? Yes, because I'm level 9 and you are level 6. And once you send out that Grookey, you are dead. Grookey is just going to straight up die, especially since we're about to level up to 10 after murdering this Wooloo. Why'd you pick the non-grass starter though? Because someone in my chat earlier was like, you should pick Scorbunny. I'm like, sure, I can pick Scorbunny. I'm not planning on using my starter, so it wouldn't matter which starter I picked. Like if I picked Grookey, I wasn't going to use Grookey even though he's grass, because the starters are just busted in this game. They're just really good, so it just wouldn't be as challenging to play if I used my starter. So if I pick the non-grass starter, then it gives me more reason to not use my starter as well. So it's a win-win. But unfortunately, I forgot to level up the Lotad before we went and talked to the professor, so we would just straight up die and lose our Lotad immediately if I did that. Because that's still dealing a decent amount of damage against my level 10, and Lotad was only level 4. But he has a Rookidee now. Rookidee. I would like to not have to use the Scorbunny, but after this battle, Lotad will be like level 7, maybe even level 8. So we'll be fine to use Lotad after this. What level does Lotad evolve? I don't even know. It's like 22, I think. Oh, it is a Rookidee, okay. 14, okay, I was way off. All right, but 14 is really close and doable, and our level cap before the first gym is 20, so we can get him to Lombre before even the first gym. Am I European? I am not European. I am American. Why? What makes you think I'm European? I have an American accent. Don't I? I think I do. I guess some Europeans may not have European accents. What makes you think I'm European? Just out of curiosity, not like any other reason. I kind of like a Midwestern accent, not really like Southern American accent. You had a doubt that I was American? I mean, it's possible. I'm fairly pale, and Europeans are pretty pale a lot of times. And I'm sure there's plenty of Europeans that don't have European accents anyways. Against one another? I'm gonna have... What's that? What is my favorite Pokemon? Just to know, my favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur. In fact, Bulbasaur is chilling out behind my camera right now. He's a bit lighter color, so he's not see-through with the green screen. He's not a normal... I have 3 Bulbasaur little plushes. This one's like a emeraldish green. I don't know why. He's not shiny, because shiny Bulbasaur doesn't look like this. But he just looked like that. He's got like a foil, or you can kind of see it. He's got like a foil tag a little bit, so I don't know why. He just seemed special, so I got him. But Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon. Always has been and always will be. Not Venusaur, not Ivysaur, but Bulbasaur is my favorite. Now we can Dynamax Pokemon after they make us our bands. That's also one reason why Grass is my favorite typing. Grass and Ice are my 2 favorite typings. Steel is my 3rd favorite. But those are my 2 favorite typings, which are also the typings that have probably the most weaknesses. They're like the weakest in defensive typings, except for maybe Bug. Bug is probably up there as well. But Ice and Grass are like, have the weakest defensive typing. But they're still my favorite types. I don't know why. All 3 of my favorite typings are weak to fire. Grass, Ice, and Steel. 2 of my favorite typings are weak to fighting. I realized the stream lost a few frames, so I don't know how much of that you heard, but I'm assuming you heard it all. Because I didn't lose a lot of frames. May not even notice a frame drop, honestly. What's your favorite Pokemon? I feel like I should ask that in return. Oh, she made us our Dynamax bands. Oh? Oh, what? This is brilliant. Now we can Dynamax. Because every challenger of the Pokemon Challenge has to be able to Dynamax. I mean, I won't be able to Dynamax. No Dynamaxing is part of my rules for this Nuzlocke. Alright, we can put Lotad in our first slot now. Amy is now our lead Pokemon. What level is Amy? 7? We can level up Amy a little bit. We definitely want to level up Amy a bit. Oh, we gotta... We're not battling again, are we? I've got some great advice for you. A Choodle! Wait, we can fight that Choodle! And we gotta have a grass move, right? You don't really have a favorite one, but in the top 3 there's Silvally, Zoroark, and Cofagrigus? Cofagrigus. I've never really learned how to say his name, but I know which 3 Pokemon you're talking about. Those are all pretty cool Pokemon. Silvally, I'm kind of surprised about because I feel like that's the legendary that's most slept on. Like, of pretty much all the legendaries. Oh, the Choodle's gone. But Zoroark is cool. I like Hisuian's Zoroark because he's ghost normal, so he's only got one weakness, and that's dark. He has a grass, a water, ghost. Alright, we're set with Amy. Amy's a she. I don't know why I said he. Okay, let's see if we can... I don't want to fight a Rukiti. I don't want to fight a Yamper, although Yamper's going to be neutral on us because we're grass and water. Oh, but Blipbug's going to be super effective. Type Null too, even though it's kind of hated. Yeah, I know you get a free one at the... Type Null is from the previous game, right? He's from Sun and Moon. But at the end of this game, you just get a free one. Because who knows why. Wow, that's a Rukiti, and that's super effective against me if he's got a flying type. I like Silvally. I haven't had much chance to use him, but I like Silvally too. Okay, we can take this guy on. Absorb will probably be fine. Hey, we're faster than a Yamper. This is going to take some work, but we'll get our health back. He probably doesn't have an electric move, and if he does, it's not worth it for him to use, I guess. Does this... It could make the target flinch. And... Whoops, nope, I don't want to swap. You don't really like Bulbasaur, but you like Venusaur? I like Bulbasaur because he's cute. Like, he's not very good in battles, but I do like Venusaur too. I'm not saying I didn't like Venusaur, but Venusaur is cool. I think it's funny how Mega Venusaur looks pretty much the exact same as regular Venusaur. He doesn't look much different, but then Gigantamax Venusaur looks a lot different. He's got like a big overhang. Is it a speed tie perhaps, and that's why? I don't like that he tail whipped. One, two, we get 2 health back, but he just tail whipped us. I'm gonna growl him. Okay, it is a speed tie. Either that or he's just faster with tail whip. Does he doesn't have Prankster, does he? Nuzzle! Oh great, now we're just paralyzed. Now he's always faster. Well then, there's no point in using Astonish. I'm gonna growl him again. We have potions though, I can use potions. I'm not too concerned about this Yamper. Horsey is also one of my favorite Pokemons. I don't remember why exactly. Beldum's one of my favorites because that was the first shiny I ever seen, except it wasn't in an actual Pokemon game. It was playing Pixelmon, the Minecraft mod. But I just remember that very vividly. I never caught it, but I was playing on a server and I told the server about it, and I just like a bunch of people came out and tried to catch it, which was kind of cool. I felt important because I found a shiny Beldum. I didn't realize how good Beldum was at the time. I'm just like, hey, this is shiny and this is cool. You like Venusaur? Not really for the design. We got attached to him by using it in Sun and Moon thanks to hidden ability Chlorophyll. Oh yeah, Chlorophyll is pretty good. Yeah, Beldum's one of my favorites. Beldum is the first evolution of Metagross. Like, Metagross is cool too, but I don't know, I just like it's mostly the designs of the Pokemon that make him my favorite. Like, not necessarily how good they are. Does Steven give you one in Ruby and Sapphire? That could be I'm pretty sure that's true, but I think I played one of them. I don't remember which one, but I know I've played Emerald, and I think the story's a bit different in Emerald, so I don't remember if Steven would do that in Emerald, because I don't remember getting a build them in Emerald from somebody. But I haven't played too many of the older games like a lot. I don't remember a whole lot about them. But no, it's just something about Beldum. And also Beldum's got like one of the lowest catch rates of any Pokemon, which is also funny. He's a pseudo, like there's plenty of pseudos, but I'm pretty sure he's like the pseudo with the hardest catch rate. All right, I'm glad I growled this guy as much as I did, because he's not, well, now he's lowered my defense more, but he can't kill me before I kill him. Only a quick attack. It has the catch rate of a legendary. That's what I thought. It's like, I don't remember exactly, but it's like insanely low for a mon that's not legendary. And I'm pretty sure none of the other pseudos have that catch rate, or at least none of the first evolutions of the pseudos have that catch rate. Level 8, baby. That only took 3 hours. Okay. We'll do more damage now, though. But we definitely want to cure your paralysis. I meant to hit restore, not check summary. But I don't know. I feel like Beldum probably is not... I don't know if he's still in my top 3 favorite Pokemons, because there's a lot of Pokemon. At the time, whenever I had like a top 3, which was Bulbasaur, Horsey, and Beldum, I didn't know a lot of Pokemon because I had not played much of it. You'd probably take on a Purloin, right? This is because he said in the older games you weren't supposed to be able to catch one, so they just gave him this catch rate for no reason. I get they could have, yeah, that does sound about right, but they could have easily. I'm glad I went for a special attack. Like they could have just made him not catchable, like the strong-looking Pokemon in the wild area in this game, the ones that are like insanely high level for your. Level fake out doesn't work unless it's the first turn. Stupid Purloin. They could have just done that. I probably should have still gone for Water Gun, because we might lose more damage. Yep. Okay. Unless he goes for fake out or growl again. But I guess it was the third game. He went for growl. Cool. It was the third game, so they probably didn't think about just making a mon not catchable. But that is still funny that he's got such a low catch rate. I can't pass level 20 for my Lotad. Gotta keep that in mind. All right, Yamper seemed to give us some decent XP. I should probably advance to the wild area after I get to like level 10 with Lotad. The other one was level 6, wasn't it? I should probably go for Astonishes, because Water Gun's not very effective, I don't think. And we're paralyzed already, so there's no point in me going for Astonishes, because we won't be faster. I shouldn't go for Yampers because they all have Nuzzle. It's a guaranteed paralysis and it deals damage. The same for the starters, they have a low catch rate because you weren't supposed to catch one. That's true. That makes sense too. But the thing is, I don't think the starters spawned in the wild very often, or pretty much at all. If you can't catch a Pokemon, they just give them a low catch rate. That would make sense because the coding probably wasn't as... It would be a lot more difficult to do it back then than they do now, to just make them not catchable. Because, like, they didn't, like... I'd imagine the coding wasn't very, like, complex or anything compared to today's codings for games. So, like, they probably didn't... I'm sure they might have had the idea for it, but it was just a lot easier to just give them an like a low catch rate. Well, for some reason, Necrozma has the same catch rate as Magikarp. That's funny. Well, in this, Eternatus has a 100% catch rate, so you can use any Pokeball and catch Eternatus. I haven't played Sun and Moon, and I haven't seen anybody play it. As the Necrozma's supposed to be a guaranteed catch, basically. Alright, we can probably take out this Yamper without having to use a potion. And then I'm just going to go to a Poké Center because we're running out of absorbs. Because I guess Necrozma is the... Oh, it has the catch rate of a legendary? Oh, in Sun and Moon, but in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it's different? Is that what you're saying? Now I'm confused. Either that or Magikarp has the catch rate of a legendary in Ultra Sun and Moon. Oh, okay. In Ultra Sun and Moon, they give it to you for free. Okay, I see what you're saying now. All right, Choodles. We can farm these Choodles. And do I need to use my other... I mean, we can always buy another Paralyze Heal. Paralyze Heals aren't... Like, if I avoid the Yampers, I don't need Paralyze Heals. And you catch it with a Pokeball. Oh, okay. Whoa. That's it? That's basically what you do for Eternatus. But I guess they have it... For Eternatus, they have it like that probably so you don't die trying to catch him or something. If they just gave him a really high catch rate, or, I don't know. Oh, he's not Water Rock yet, so he's not 4 times weak to us yet. But Absorb does so little damage. I really would like a different grass move. Oh, keep up with the water guns, please. But that makes sense. It is a little weird that they've just give away legendaries nowadays. Like in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, if you've played Sword and Shield, you get a Jirachi, and if you've played one of the Let's Go's, you get a Mew just for free for talking to this couple. It's just weird. And in this game, I mean, at the end of the game, they gave you some free legendaries, like they give you Silvally. Eternatus is basically at the end of the game, so that's a little different. But I'm pretty sure Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is like fairly early on that they give you a Mew and a Jirachi. Mist? Yeah, let's... No, we don't need Mist. Since you play both of them, you got them, and threw them... You threw them in home? Okay. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Just keep them in Pokemon Home, so you just get free Jirachi and free Mew. I don't have Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. I want to play them, but Jirachi is one of my favorite legendaries. So whenever I found out that you get a Jirachi for free if you played this game, I was pretty happy. I mean, I haven't had this game for very long. Like, I got it like actually probably like a month and a half ago. I've not had it long. I know a lot of people don't really like Jirachi because he can be annoying to go up against, but I like Jirachi. I think he's got a cool design and he's just a cool little guy. And Serene Grace can be a busted move. Alright, we're running out of absorbs, so I might go to the Poke Center and then come back here, fight some more Choodles and get to level 10 before we try and go to the wild area. Because I think is the wild area next? I think the wild area is next. Let me see if I can look at a map. I don't know if I have a map yet. I do not have a map yet. Okay. Oh, no, I do. So, looks like, yeah, the wild area is next. Cool. If you want to play it just to get Jirachi, but if you're trying to have a good game experience, just play Platinum. You'll have a better game experience. Yeah, if I was thinking about doing a Nuzlocke for that, because I know it's the hardest game ever, or the hardest Pokemon game. I was going to do Platinum. Like, if I played Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, it probably wouldn't be for a Nuzlocke, it would be to have fun. And if I'm playing for just Jirachi, then yeah, I'd do it for fun. But I know that I know the third game is normally better. Not necessarily better. The third game is normally the favorite of the 3. Like Emerald is the favorite between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And then Platinum's the favorite between those three. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. I don't know if Crystal is the favorite between Gold, Silver, Crystal. All right, we are officially out of absorbs. Was that enough to get us to level 10, please? Yes, okay, we're level 10. We can go check out the wild area now. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, then the third game is typically like the favorite of the three. Which makes sense because it's like it's combining the story of the other two kind of, but then it also gives you a different legendary. Well, I guess Crystal doesn't give you a different legendary, but I think it does give you, well, never mind. I'm pretty sure Gold and Silver you can catch both of the mons anyways. I just know I've seen people do Nuzlocke for Platinum, and I know that a lot of people have a lot of struggles with Cynthia for good reason, and some people have lost to Cynthia, or probably a lot of people have. But I want to try it out one day. But for now, we're just doing this because I really wanted to play this, and it's a lot easier than other Nuzlocks, so I made it grass only to make it harder. In Pearl, if you don't get Infernape, you can't get a fire type. The only one you can basically get is Rapidash, and if you can trade, you get Magmortar. Really? Dang, I didn't know that Pearl didn't have any wild fire types besides Rapidash. I mean, Rapidash is a cool mon, but you gotta have some more fire types out there. Because if I played Pearl, I would probably, if I played Pearl, I would probably pick Turtwig, because Turtwig would have been my favorite between the three. Because that's Totodile, Chimchar, and Turtwig, right? I'm pretty sure that's those three. But I would probably pick Turtwig because Turtwig's my favorite of the three. Not because he's grass, but just he's my favorite of the three. Because I don't like grass. I don't like the grass mon for every generation. But grass is my favorite typing. But that is a little ridiculous that there's no fire types except for Rapidash and then Magmortar if you can trade it. If you can trade for it, I assume. Ooh, surrounded by a vast wild area. I think we could probably get a Roselia here right off the bat. Maybe. And maybe we could find a Bouncy, but that might be too high of level. I want to try and find a Waterstone just so we can evolve Lombre to Ludicolo when we need to. I don't know if Ludicolo learns any moves after he evolves, because I know some stone evolutions don't learn any moves after they evolve with the stone. So I probably would want to wait to evolve Lombre until the right time. I don't know. I'd have to look up their move sets. Ah, Swinub. I could just steal that guy if I was doing my ice run. Because I was thinking ice or grass, but I'm like, grass will probably be easier to find mons unless it's hailing in the wild area, which there's no guarantee it is. And it'd have to be hailing in one of the starter areas. I wonder what level they are in Axew's Eye. Alright, can I check the weather? It is hailing, so I could have done that. Well, that's unfortunate. And it's sunny there, so there could be a Leafeon, but it's too high of a level. Burnt Diamond, Shining Pearl, you have a similar problem. The only one you can get, if you're not wrong, is Houndoom, but with a mechanic and it's kind of hard to find. Rapidash and Magmortar, you can't even get Eevee before League, and you can't even get the majority of the new evolutions added in Gen 4 before League. Oh, wow. That's kind of rough. Okay, but it is hailing, so if I did my ice run, I could get an ice mon early on. I did go to Poke Center before we came. Yeah, Amy's healed and should have all of her absorbs. I'm not going to do any Dynamax Dens, even though I don't think that would count for a Pokemon fainting. I still don't think I should do them right now. You can get Roselia here, and in Sword you can get Nuzleaf. But oh, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. But I'm not sure if you can get one in Shield. No, Nuzleaf, Seedot, and Shiftry are Sword exclusives. So Lotad and Seedot are like counterparts. Seedot is for Shield, and Nuzleaf is for Sword. So I cannot get a Seedot or a Nuzleaf or a Shiftry unless I traded for one. That's it. That's the only way I could get one. But I don't need one because I definitely can get Roselia. It'd be nice to have more than one grass Pokemon. But I'm pretty sure the way I have my rules set up, I can only bring 2 grass Pokemon with me to the gym. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure Roselia, I don't know if Roselia will spawn because it's hailing. Metapod, I wish you were grass because I like Butterfree. Vanillite. Is there any, oh, Snover. Let's look for a Snover. Oh, Snover would be good. Grass Ice, because then we can use Snover for the grass gym. Oh, that would be good. I don't care about the note. Okay. Go away, Tyrogue. Okay, same as Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. What? Oh, the version exclusives. I think they probably keep the certain version exclusives. They try and keep their counterparts. I don't need a fairy type. What I would like is a Snover. Not a Vanillite. Going against the Vanillite might be suicide because I'm pretty sure ice is neutral on water, so it'd be super effective on Lotad. Well, Pillow-Swine. I love Pillow-Swine. That is a Natu. Okay, I know Snovers spawn somewhere on this side of the wild area. They were relevant, of course, but you're still mad for the wild area's online scam. Oh, Snovers! Go away, Stuffle. This one. Still mad for the wild area's online scam. What do you mean the online scam? I'm relatively new to Sword and Shield because I didn't start playing until like a month and a half ago. Oh crap, you're level 14. We can catch you, right? Oh no. And if we run, that's it. We don't get another encounter in this area. We don't have anything super effective on him. Everything is... Are we faster? Maybe we can get some flinches. Don't be super effective. It is! And we're frozen! Cool. I can't take another hit, can I? I have to heal. My only way to save Amy is if I catch this Snover. I didn't realize it was level 14. Leafage, we might... Oh, that's neutral. Ah! Should have bought more potions. What is Snover's catch rate? Oh, okay. We might have got lucky. 15% chance. Okay. We got another chance to try and catch him. I really want to just swap to Score Bunny. Oh shoot, he's using Leer! That's not good. Unless Powder Snow is special. Is Leafage also special? That sounds like it's special. Leafage is physical. That's not good. Alright, well I wouldn't normally do this, but if we get hit by a Leafage, we're dead. He's going to use Leafage, so I'm going to swap to Score Bunny. Yeah, we were about to lose Amy, and I can't afford to lose Amy. They publicize the online like this. Online will be great, and you can connect a lot of players together and have fun in the wild areas. And then the online mechanic was just, you talk to some player, and they just say, oh, here you go, take some pasta, and that's it. Oh, really? I know that that's how the online works in the wild area, but I didn't realize that they were advertising it differently. I really feel like I should attack the Snover. Wow, that did nothing. He's using Leer. Lotad has health, right? I can swap to Lotad if I'm worried about a Leafage or something. Yeah, Lotad has health. I'm gonna use an Ember. It's quite effective, but it shouldn't one-shot him. Okay, he's in the yellow. We're fine. He's burned. We're not fine. What time is it where I live? It is currently 8:40 in the PM. In the evening. Okay. Well, he's got a status effect. He's low on health. Come on, Snover. He's in the red now. We can try and go for another area to try and get a Snover, but I would really like to not lose this one. Can you repeat that? You got an ad? Oh, yeah. Yes, we got him. Okay. It's 8:40 in the PM, or the evening, or if you're using military time, I guess, is probably what it's called. It's 20:40. Double kick, is that for Hannah? Yeah, we don't need double kick, but we'll get rid of tackle, sure. Because we're not going to use Hannah anymore. I was desperate. I didn't realize it was a few levels higher. But good to know. Wait, I think the ice was super effective on Lotad. Okay, we got a Snover. We have another Grassmon. We're going to put Score Bunny in the box because my rules is I can only have 2 Pokemon in my party until I get the first badge. Yes, and then I can have 3 in my party after the first badge. Okay. What do we want to name this Snover? I want to name it Michelle because it's going to evolve into Obama Snow. So it's going to be Michelle Obama Snow. Her name's Michelle, right? I think so. We're going to name it Michelle. Doesn't matter. It's Michelle now. Oh my gosh, that was such a close and tough battle. Okay, she did give a All right, Score Bunny, you're going into the box. Can I rename this? Change its name. Graves. We're not going to have a lot of Graves, hopefully, but that's where we're going to put our dead Pokemon by the end. In Italy, it is 3:41 a.m. and you can't sleep because it's so hot even during night. Oh, I believe it. It can get pretty hot. Candy Mushroom. Wow, really? 3:40? You're... Nope, that's wrong. That's 7 hours ahead of me. 5 hours. Yeah, you're in the middle of the ocean around. We don't have a bike yet. Whoa, pressing start did something weird to my camera. Okay, I need to go back up and heal. Because we have a frozen Lotad and a burned Snover with low health. I'm so glad it was hailing though, so then we could get Snover, because Snover is going to be huge for our team. especially on this gym that we're approaching. I don't know what level Snover evolves into Abomasnow, but I'd imagine it's a decently high level. But we can use Snover. Regardless. Snover evolves at level 40. Okay, he's gonna be Snover for a while. I know there was some people who like had rules where you couldn't use move relearners during this Nuzlocke because it's at every Focus Center, but I'm like, nah. I don't care about move relearners. I don't think I really need to use a move relearner on you because you're such a low level. Leafage is such a good move though. Why was it so good? It's only 40 damage? Alright. Snover evolves late. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's what we're gonna have to live with. We'll have to bench him during the fire gym because he's 4 times weak to fire. Last year, the maximum temperature was like 52 Celsius. Holy cow. 52 is like really hot, right? Because like 30 is like normal temperature. If I'm not mistaken. Are you ground or are you just normal? Is it just Diggersby that's normal or is Bunnelby also normal? Let's find out. Oh, I guess I could use Leafage. He's just normal? Okay. Wow, that did a lot of damage considering... Oh wait, I'm level 14. That's why. I'm a lot higher level than he is. Wait, killed by the hail? Just kidding, he's not going to. He had too much health left. Don't miss. I should have used something that didn't miss. When it evolves, it becomes normal ground. Okay. I couldn't remember because I've wanted to use a Diggersby before, but I just never did. Whenever I found out there was a Pokemon that had Digger in the name, I'm like, I gotta get that Pokemon eventually because that's my name. Oh, we can't get to the Lake of Outrage yet because we don't have our bike and we don't have our water bike. We can't even check to see the levels at the Lake of, or the Axew's Eye. Oh, what was that? Oh, fighting, it's just a Tyrogue. Okay, Ninjask, don't care. What is this? Oh, it's a Temple. You don't evolve into a Grassmon, so I can't catch you. Palpitoad, which is just Temple but bigger. Where does... I don't think any Roseraids are going to spawn, or Roselias. I think Roselia is the whatever. I don't think any of them are going to spawn because... up there, because it was snowing. Hoping maybe we can get... Hey, Lotad! Well, we already have Lotad. And we can't... There's a duplicates clause, so I can't catch that Lotad too. I wonder if I could catch that Lotad technically if mine dies. I don't know. Probably not. I'm gonna rule with no. After we've caught a Pokemon, we've caught a Pokemon. Pelipper. Gyarados. What is that? Oh, that's a Shelder. I'm like, what is that? I've never seen a Shelder out in the wild before. I forgot that they were even a wild thing. Quagsire. Quagsire is 4 times weak to ground, but he's going to be too high of a level of me to kill. There's another Lotad. Another Lotad. Noivern is unfortunately not grass, but Noivern could be cool. Dusclops, Duskulls, Drifloon. Is that an Oddish? That's an Oddish! We can catch that! I mean, we can't theoretically use it right now because that's a very strong looking Oddish. We cannot catch that. How strong is very strong looking? What is the Pokemon game you've played the most times? I probably have... Holy cow, 29. We can't run, can we? Gosh, dang it. Okay. I may not count this. Well, I probably should have to count. We're gonna Powder Snow it to death. If I can. Oh, he's just gonna Sleep Powder me a bunch. He can't because I'm grass. We might be able to kill this Eldish. Okay, I need to get out of here. I didn't realize that the levels were so high back here. The most playtime I have in a Pokemon game is Ooh, don't kill me. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I'm not gonna count this because I'm just an idiot and I walked into an area that was way high level and I thought it wasn't. This one definitely has the most playtime. Oh, I got away. Could I have run again? I could have run again, I'm pretty sure. I forgot, like, or whatever. I'm just gonna use one of these revives. And I know it's I'm gonna use this max revive actually, just as a punishment, because I could have sold that and got more money. But definitely this one has the most playtime. But I know I've consistently gone back to either leaf green or emerald the most. But I don't own either of them. I've just used emulators. Okay. So we need to get out of here. Oh crap, I'm trapped. Okay, I forgot about strong looking Pokemon because I've been playing this a lot and I can just catch any Pokemon I see. I'm an idiot. All right, let's go. Let's go avoid strong looking Pokemon. There's more Snovers. We could catch another Snover if they weren't duplicates. Oh, a note. What is this? Oh, it's a Snorunt. We can't catch that because it's an ice type. I think we can go up here, right? I think this is where I'm supposed to go. My favorite, oh, I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually beat Leaf Green. I don't remember ever getting the legendaries in that, but I know I have beat Emerald. I remember I've gotten Rayquaza before. I don't know which one would be my favorite of those two. I guess Emerald would have to be my favorite because it's the only one I beat. I was doing a leaf green randomizer on stream a while back, but then I stopped after like 3 streams or something because I didn't have the time to anymore. But it was fun, and I was very confused throughout the entire thing because it doesn't give you a clear objective of where you're supposed to go. And I skipped through a lot, and I was just running around, and I didn't talk to a lot of people, so I had no clue what I was doing. So I just kind of gave up. I was looking up guides and stuff, and it helped a little bit, but not a whole lot. But yeah, no, because considering challenges I did for fun and stuff, you played, post-game included the Gen 7 games 13 times and have like 700 hours on them if you count all the times you played them. Like played them through. Oh, you're saying played through the most times. I've played through Shield once. I've probably played through Emerald 2 or 3 times fully. And I've not played through Leaf Green at all, and I don't think I've played any other Pokemon games. I don't think I've played any other Pokemon games besides those 3. But I want to play more Pokemon games. I like Pokemon. But I'm just waiting, I guess. Okay, do I need to heal? I probably do need to heal. I'm missing some moves. I can't believe I walked into a high power area and lost. The wild area is so dumb sometimes. Because that wasn't even like it was very far away. It was like right next to the entrance of where I was supposed to go. So I'm like, this has got to be like a normal level Pokemon. Oh, use Card Maker. Background. This one, because it's the most grass-like. Grass, 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 grass. This is kind of grass, I guess. Frame. Oh, none of these are grass. Play Older Sun, Slash Moon, and Black White 2. Recommend them. They have a cool lore and gameplay. I'll think about it. The next thing I was probably going to do was probably a platinum Nuzlocke. But if I played a game on my own, I might play one of those on my own. That one. Dab. I mean, it's kind of a dab. Dab. I like that one. Oh, hydrate. We'll do the clear coating. Print it. I don't really know a lot about black or white. Idritad. What? The only word I can think of whenever I see that is Dratini. I should play black and white. I mean, I think I have the ROMs for them downloaded because I don't own any Pokemon games besides Shield. We probably don't need a whole lot of Pokeballs, but we'll grab a few. We'll grab some potions. We're gonna need a bunch if we want to survive, so we'll grab 20 total. Some antidotes. Two of each, probably. Have I played the Gen 2 games? I have not played I have not played Gold, Silver, or Crystal. Although I want to, I have not played them yet. I mean, like, I want to play all the Pokemon games. It's not like I don't want to play them. I just don't have the time to play them a whole lot right now. But I would love to play them. Let me actually sell some stuff. I don't think... These revives I don't need. Because I can't revive. I only revived the Snover because I made a dumb mistake and walked into a high-level area because it didn't tell me that it was a high-level area. And I couldn't run away. Is there an escape rope? I wonder if I could buy an escape rope. Netball wouldn't work. Well, it might work if I find a grass bug, but I don't think there's too many of those in Sword and Shield. Okay, there's no escape rope that I can get from these guys. Okay, well, no escape rope. I'm trying to figure out like which versions of each gen I would play, because I want, like, there's certain mons that I like and I would want to use if I played them. But I feel like the best for Gen 2 is probably Silver. Not Silver. Wait, no. Wait, no. Crystal, that's the one. I was thinking the one with Suicune on the front. That one. That's the one I would probably play because it's the third one. For the fourth one, I'd probably play Platinum with Giratina. Oh, I can change my hairstyle. I don't think I need to waste money on a hairstyle. And I've already got my grass looking outfit kind of with the white to match the hat. And this guy, if you talk to him, he gives you high-tech earbuds so you can adjust game audio. Why couldn't you just be able to do this normally? You can stop specific sounds like Pokemon cries. League card. Damn. Okay. Like now I can change the game audio. I'll turn on the background music a bit. I can't hear anything actually. I can hear a bit. We'll do that. See how that works. Hey, I can hear it now a little bit. Where was I going? Motostoke Stadium, of course. That's right. Or is that Leon with his Charizard? Yep. Another casual fun fact, Skitty can breed with Wailord. What? It's a normal in a water. It's a cat and a whale. How on earth? That's ridiculous. That's funny though. You give me anything yet? Hey! I was trying to talk to Pokeball Man. I don't care if you're nervous. I want to talk to Pokeball Man. Hello, Pokeball Man. Take the time to talk to a Pokeball, so you deserve a little ride. Does he just give me... Yeah, he just give me a regular Pokeball. Okay, so what level are our Pokemon? 14 and 11. We're gonna have to level up before we get to doing the first gym, but I don't think we do the first gym right away. Oh no, because the first gym's not even here. It's in a different town. You know that in Gen 1 to 3 games, in the games, types determine whether a move is physical or special. I did know that a little bit, but I just don't know which types determine which attack type. I know Ghost is physical. I'm pretty sure Ghost is physical in Gen 1. Maybe even all the way to Gen 3. That's about the only thing, because it's odd because you'd think Ghost would be special. I don't remember them all, but yeah, I do remember that the types determine whether it's physical or special. Which is odd, but I mean, it kind of makes sense for the idea at the time, but now it makes more sense to have certain moves be special or physical and not depending on what elemental type it is. I wonder what's come over Leon this year. We go to semifinals, just so you know. We're that good. But I become champion. Oh, man. Whenever I played by myself on my own, I did my favorite 3-digit number. So, but I'm not gonna do that. Random 3-digit number. Let me see. Random 3-digit code number generator, blah 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 blah. For registering the University of Oregon? Okay, the first one is 649, so we'll use that. It gave me 50 for some reason, but we're gonna use the first one, which was 649. 649. Please wear this challenger band at all times to finish yourself as a gym challenger. I do like that the gyms aren't just straight up murder a bunch of other trainers and then face the gym leader. I do like that there's actual like puzzles and stuff, which I guess not all of them were face a bunch of trainers and then face the leader. This is one of the reasons why Alakazam was the most OP Pokemon in Gen 1 to 2 is you can teach him Psychic, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch, and they were all special, and that's why he was so strong. Also, in Gen 1 to 2, I'm pretty sure Dark wasn't super effective on Psychic. So Psychic didn't have any weaknesses in Gen 1 to 2, except for maybe Bug, I don't remember. Unless did Bug type, maybe Dark type didn't exist yet, I don't know. All I know is Psychic, and specifically Alakazam, was just busted in the first couple games. And Dark wasn't a thing in Gen 1? Okay, I thought so. And it just made Psychic that much stronger. Dark and Steel didn't exist in Gen 2. Yeah, and neither did Fairy. Like they've added some types throughout the years, which is cool. I do like that they've added types. Fairy is one of my favorite types, but there's not a whole lot of mons that are fairy that I like. Ghost was weak to Psychic, you think? I feel like Ghost had a bug where Psychic was immune to Ghost. Ooh. Ghost was weak to Psychic. I don't remember. Oh, that's right. Bug type moves were horrible. There was only like, I'm pretty sure there was only like literally like 3 or 4 bug type moves in the whole game. The short version. And they weren't that good. Like damaging bug type moves. Poison was immune to Psychic. Ghost had a bug where Psychic was immune to... I'm confused. I just know that the first couple gens were like messed up quite a bit. Like they just kind of... They kind of just did stuff and they just kind of didn't plan a lot. But I mean, it was early on and like games were still not like very in depth. So they didn't think about the logistics of stuff, which makes sense. Okay, we're about to do a battle. I forgot about that. I hope they're not too high of levels. Ghastly was the only ghost type and poison type. Poison wasn't immune to Psychic. I'm confused. Oh no, oh, that's right. You're saying, Poison was weak to Psychic, not Ghost. That's what you're saying. Okay, that's what you're saying. Because Ghastly was Ghost and Poison, so he was the only Ghost type weak to Psychic in Gen 1. I always thought that Ghost was weak to Psychic too because of Gengar. Because it was weak to Psychic moves. Yeah, so Poison was weak to Psychic. Okay. That's what I thought. Level 9 Zigzagoon. Okay, I thought he was going to be a little bit higher level considering we had to run through level 14s to get here. But I'm not going to complain. Don't paralyze me. Okay, well, he's only the only Mon here, and I think there might be 2 battles. But we'll be fine. They don't do a lot of damage to Snover. We'll be fine. Snover's a tank. Michelle's a tank. Yeah, so Dark wasn't a thing, so Psychic didn't have any... Psychic's only weakness was not poison, but was Bug, and Bug was a terrible type at the time. Bug isn't so bad now. I kind of like the Bug type. It only paralyzed you because you said don't paralyze me. I know. I shouldn't have said anything. It only paralyzed me because I said that. That's how it always goes. Lick has like a 20% chance to paralyze or something too. So, but that increased to like 90% whenever I said don't paralyze me. So it was my own fault. I forgot to... I completely jinxed it. Bug is the worst type right now? I guess that's fair. It's only super effective on, pretty sure, just Dark and Psychic, right? And Grass. So it's not like it's... Like, of course, Grass and Ice are pretty weak. They're pretty bad defensive types, but they have good offensive moves for some of the more... For some of the better mons, like water types. Grass is one of 2 types effective on water types, and then Ice is super effective on dragon and flying. There are OP bug type Pokemons, but the type is not good. Yeah, I agree. Gen 1 had a lot of weird stuff, even to add for Alakazam is that speed determines crits in Gen 1. Oh, is that right? That sounds familiar. Like, I didn't know that, but that sounds like I've heard that before. Which makes sense as to why Alakazam was so good, because I'm pretty sure he was like the fastest. He might have been the fastest non-legendary. Maybe Rapidash was faster, I don't know. But I feel like he was one of the, maybe even Dotrio. But he was like one of the fastest. And that would make sense for why he was also so busted, is because he got crits so much more often. Oh, now we're doing a double battle, okay. And Snover's still paralyzed? Cool. In fact, Persian with Slash had a crit chance of almost 100. That's pretty nuts. But that sounds about right. I'm glad they've balanced things out a little bit, but there's still some overpowered stuff sometimes. All right, we'll use Powder Snow because it hits both of them. Yeah, go ahead, beat up the Wooloo. See if I care. Alright, they'll both die next turn. Hit the Nickit. Yes! Oh, that was more damage than I was expecting. Oh, my special attack fell. Okay, so I probably... Unless they take enough damage from the hail, I don't think Powder Snow will finish him. Well, maybe. It's possible. Let's hope... Oh no, we'll kill him before they attack us. Oh, I killed them anyways. I was gonna say the Wooloo will just hit the Zigzagoon and then bam. Before he hits us, and then bam. Battle over. Amy's level 12. Mega Drain, yes! We're getting rid of Absorb for doubling the damage. Yes! Finally. Now Amy can deal some damage to things that she's super effective against. Okay, I would have loved to find a Roselia. Or I think Bound Sweets are going to be too high of levels. But I'm pretty sure Roselia you can find in the first area. But we already caught... No, wait, we didn't catch Snover in the first area. Where did we catch Snover? I'd have to look at the map. Walk 10 steps. Alright. Unfortunately, my camera ends to here, so whenever I stand up, it cuts me off, so I have to bend down a little bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Easy. Whoops, I don't want to knock over my green screen. Yay, I did the 10 steps. It's always funny whenever people make me do the 100 steps and the 10 steps, because then that's just 110 steps. I wish we could skip the dialogue. Alright, so where did we get Snover? So we got Snover here? No, we got him here. East Lake Axwell, so we can't catch anything else here. No more East Lake Axwell. We caught him, we did not catch him in Rolling Fields, so we could still get a Roselia in Rolling Fields, possibly. We could have caught an Oddish in Watchtower Ruins if he wasn't super high level. And then we caught the Lotad in Route 2, but there's nothing else we could catch in Route 2 anyways. Okay. Alright. Selected the counter. Yes. That's weird seeing Miss Plesio. I forgot I'm a girl. I guess I could have named myself like Plesia? Pleaserina? I don't know. You'll reach 1 million points just to curse you with the walk curse. That basically is me. I have to walk the entire stream. If it's redeemed late into the stream, I'd do it for the next stream or something. But is it 1 million points? It is 1 million points. Okay, yeah, don't stop walking. It's just for the entire stream, but because it's 1 million points, I would probably just intentionally do a long stream just for that. Like I do at least 6 hours, which is long for me. At least 6 hours is what I would do for it. No. It's just a ceremony, right? I don't have to fight him because I don't think Snover can take on the grass gym whenever he's 6 levels under. So we're gonna have to level. Oh wait, this isn't even the grass gym. What am I doing? Grass gym's in a different town. I'm fine. I'm worried about fighting the gym being under leveled. Okay. I will be right back in a few minutes because I have to go to the bathroom. But we'll do that after the ceremony. Actually, yeah, we'll do it after the ceremony, and then I will go into the Pokemon camp, set up camp, and then Snover and Amy and Michelle can just hang out. Oh, I didn't know there's Pokemon in the stands. There's a Scorbunny, there was a Pikachu, I think I saw a Squavit. I've tried, like, lately I've been pretty busy in the evenings, which is why I've stopped. I used to stream like at least 2 or 3 times per week, but I haven't done it so much recently. Grookey, Pikachu. But I'm hoping the challenge me for VIP counts for every game. If the game can have a duel in it, then probably. It might depend on the game, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty much every game. Why? What game did you have in mind? Like, how many points even is that? I can't even see because of how OBS is cropping things. Am I good at... I'm moving that. Whoops. Am I good at VC... I don't know what... Oh, it's 50,000. That's not a lot. That's doable. Give me 1 second. I don't know what VCG is. Oh, Pokemon VCG. Let me... Oh, VGC, not VCG. Okay, that does help a little bit. Video game championships. I have never participated in a Pokemon championship, so I cannot verifiably say that I am good at them. But I know a lot about Pokemon, so that's something that it could potentially challenge me for. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. Sure. I guess that's something it could do. You'd probably win because I'm not like an expert at Pokemon. I just know some. I know a good amount about Pokemon, but I'm not like an expert at it. But 50,000 points is a lot of points. You'd have to watch a lot of streams, and I don't really do like... Am I good at competitive or nah? I have no idea. I've never actually played competitively. I've played... me and my friend have done like a YouTube series where we fight each other in Pixelmon, and I basically win every time, or I could win every time if I was taking it super seriously. But other than that, I haven't really done a whole lot of like PvP Pokemon battles. It's mostly just me playing this or stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm good at competitive or not. I've always wanted to play competitive Pokemon though, but I have not yet. I feel like I could do decently. I've wanted to like test it out in like Pokemon Showdown or something. You know how to build a team with a strategy and stuff in double battles? Double battles I know a little bit less about strategies about, but I feel like I could do my research on double battles. I've done double battles before. I think my second battle with my friend was a doubles battles, and I won because he's also not like he's not like very good at Pokemon. He's admitted that himself. I don't like saying it, but he's admitted it, so I guess I can say it. But hey, we can fly now. He only lost because he didn't really know the typings of my Pokemon. I grabbed because he picked the challenge to do a double battle. Okay, don't do any research so you can win. Sure. I mean, I could try to not do any research. I can try and do stuff based off of what I know already. I don't know how well that'll go for me, but I can certainly try. Boosts normal type moves. I don't have normal type. I don't have a whole lot of normal. Well, actually, I don't think I even have a normal type move on this team. Not do whatever I want. I mean, for double battles, I would probably look a little bit into some strategies, but I know a good amount about double battles. Not like enough to play double battles competitively. Oh, rare Pokemon Wedgehurst Station? You mean the Galarian... Can't do load ID yet. The Galarian Slowpoke? Oh, I was gonna set up camp and then go to the bathroom. Oh, hi, Hop. Let's have a battle. But why? Oh, I say but why, and it's basically saying no. Alright, he's probably not very high level. Sure, why not? Let's see what... This is a mistake. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I should have leveled up Snover. Okay, this game is a lot easier than other Pokemon games, but it's not like a walk in the park if you don't have your starter. He is level 11 though, so we do have a decent chance at not taking a lot of damage. We're gonna use Leafage, because that should deal a lot of damage because it's stab, it's physical. Don't do a lot. Okay, 6 isn't bad. I think we're about to kill the Woo. Well, it'll die to Hail probably next turn. Don't worry, the chance of losing to Hop is like 0.01. At post game, I almost lost to him because he had Zacian. But yeah, other than that, Hop's not like super threatening. But I'm just worried because this is a Nuzlocke. I don't want to lose any of my Mons. And this is for reals now. If Snover dies, no reviving him this time. Last time was just a one mulligan because I didn't realize I'd walked into such a dumb area. Ow, Peck! Okay, we're fine. I'm glad I have Snover though because he's super effective on Rikiki. Zacian is good. Yeah, he like Zacian took out like a couple of my Mons, and he was doing good against my Zamazenta too. So I was getting a little worried I was going to lose the hop, but then I pulled through and destroyed his Zacian. I don't remember how exactly. And Grookey. You know, I'm sad that Zamazenta is so weak compared to Zacian. I know, I like Zamazenta. After playing Shield, I like Zamazenta more than Zacian, but everybody likes Zacian. And Zacian's stronger offensively, but Zamazenta's stronger defensively. But everybody likes offensive Mons. Our green power just keeps on growing stronger. Okay, I didn't have to heal, but I was worried that he was going to somehow do enough damage. If they gave Zamazenta body press, it would have been really good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like Zamazenta. The hail stopped. No. I'm pretty sure I'll still hit Powder Snow anyway. Oh, it's 100 accuracy. I thought it was 95 for some reason. Okay, I'm glad I healed then because I thought we were going to just one-shot the Grookey. But I forgot he's a starter, so he's going to be way better than any other Mons that you can find. Alright, and that gave us enough levels, or enough XP to level up. Ice Shard, yes! That's good. We'll get rid of Mist because I feel like Leer could still be useful. Did they give Zamazenta close combat? I don't remember. Because close combat is good. He doesn't really have, neither of them really have any steel moves, do they? Except for their signature moves. We like Zamazenta more than Zacian, but you always use Zacian because it's just better. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Pokemon Showdown videos, and I rarely see Zamazenta. If I see any of those two, it's pretty much always Zacian. Oh, thanks for the sub, Rabbit. Didn't have to do that, and thanks for the lurk as well. If I had a lurk command, it would have popped up, but I don't, unfortunately. Okay, we need to heal Michelle. Michelle doing work. Taking out a Rukidi. They have Iron Head, but the signature moves are better. Yeah, Iron Head is what that turns into their signature moves, right? That's what because I knew they had a steel move that turns into their signature move. Because I only knew about that signature move because whenever I played Pixelmon, Zamazenta is 95 has close combat. I feel like he does, because I think I had close combat on my Zamazenta. But the only reason I know about the signature move before I played this game is because, and how it worked, is because I caught a Zacian in one of my Pixelmon runs. I can set up camp here, right? Yeah. And so I knew about that, and that's why I knew. Oh, look at the little guys. Okay, so, but that's how I knew about Zacian's and Zamazenta's special abilities. I was just in a forest and Zacian spawned, and I think I had a Master Ball, so I caught him. I don't remember exactly what happened. But yeah, I will be right back. It won't take long. It'll be like a few minutes tops. But there's Snover, there's Michelle and Amy to keep you company. All right, I'm back. And a question I had while I was gone is, what level should you evolve Lombre to Ludicolo? Because Lombre's last move is Hydro Pump at level 49. But you better not evolve Lotad before level 31. It can learn... Alright, hang on. Let me look at their move sets. I'm very confused. Oh, I gotta walk 10 steps. Am I in view? I can't see. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I was trying to kick my knees up high enough so you can see my legs moving to verify that I was in fact walking 10 steps. Let me look at Lotad and see his moveset compared to Lombre's. Because if I really... I don't know if I... Wait, but he gets Swift's... Oh, what does mine have? Does mine have Swift Swim? Snover has Snow Warning, obviously. You do have Swift Swim, so... Rain Dance would be handy, wouldn't it? Okay. You learn it at 33. You gotta grind for 50k. That's gonna take some time, but you can definitely do it. Ludicolo using a Water Stone. Lombre learns Rain Dance at 43 though. So it's not like I won't learn Rain Dance. And what does Ludicolo learn? Ludicolo cannot learn Rain Dance from the move relearner, so I gotta get that learned. You want to give me an advice? Okay, I appreciate any advice. What you got? So I just need to get level 43. Kind of high. Maybe I shouldn't level up or evolve Lotad until level 33. Just so I can get Rain Dance earlier. Let's see here. You get Bubble Beam at 20. Oh, that's Lombre. You get Bubble Beam at 20, which is actually good. Well, not against a grass gym. 28, you get Giga Drain. But Lombre's is 36. Rain Dance is 33. 43 for Lombre. And then once we get to 40 or 33, I think we can just evolve to Ludicolo once we get Lotad to Rain Dance at 33. Yeah, that's when we can do it. All right, so Lotad will stay Lotad until he gets Rain Dance, because Ludicolo can't get Rain Dance from a move relearner. Snover, I feel like we can just evolve whenever. Oh, that's unfortunate that it's a minus to special attack, but I do like the boon to special defense. Okay. Gun tank. Oh boy, not a Growlithe. Oh, not a trainer. I was running for my life from a Growlithe. Since you picked Score Bunny, Leon will have Mr. Rhyme with Ice for Freeze Dry that deals 2 times to water types, so 4 times to a potential Ludicolo. Okay, that's good to know. Vulpix. Okay, we're gonna have to swap to... There's no way we can one-shot it with Snover. We're gonna have to swap. Even if it's like level 10, we have to swap. Because we're 4 times weak to it. Okay, it's level 12, which is doable, but Amy can take out the Vulpix, I feel. Yeah, I don't like Freeze Dry. Going against Freeze Dry. I love maybe they don't have a fire attack. Either way, I'm fine with this. Oh, they do have a fire attack. Don't burn. Not that it matters a whole lot. Okay, you might die after another water gun. I didn't realize that Leon has a different... I didn't realize he had different Pokemon depending on what starter you have. I thought he just gets... Drizzile on his team. Not Drizzile. Inteleon on his team because I picked Score Bunny. Huh. That is really good to know, because I do not want to lose Ludicolo to a freeze dry. I'm gonna need a mon who is that ice would be neutral towards. So definitely not Appleton, because he's 4 times weak to ice as well. Is ice? I don't think ice is very. I think ice is not very effective against steel, so I could try and get a Ferrothorn. But he's also 4 times weak to fire, which is a slight problem. Oh, 3 heal balls. Okay, I want to fight this Zigzagoon so we get some more watts. I'll probably forget about the Mr. Rhyme with ice or with freeze dry. But I feel like I would know it enough. Oh, please don't flint. Oh my gosh. We have to swap, otherwise Amy dies. Or we could try running. I'd rather run with Snover out though. A nice move anyways deals neutral damage to Michelle. That's true. That's true. It is. Is it neutral? Ice isn't very effective against ice? I guess that makes sense. So Michelle would be good too. Okay. I don't think we have to run. I think we're fine to fight him still. Okay, I didn't say it. I almost said it. Ice only resists ice? Ooh, really? I mean, I knew ice was a bad defensive type, but it doesn't resist like bug or something. Yeah, I like ice. Come on, ice, don't do this to me. Let me look at types. Let me look at ice. Ice is a glass cannon, quite literally. Yep, it only resists ice. Huh. I did not realize that. That is good. That is good information to know. I didn't say it, but I thought it the first time, and I almost said it the first time. It was just waiting. Good defensive type, but absolutely not defensively. Yeah. It's weak to fighting, fire, rock, and steel, which are 4 very common typings. But it is super effective against flying, ground, grass, and dragon. Which makes it a really good... Gossifleur? Gossifleur? We can't use Gossifleur right now because the rules I have right now is I can only have 2 mons in my team in my party at a time until I get the first badge, then I can have 3. But we can catch Gossifleur. What do you evolve into? Okay, I should not have sent you out because forgot about that. You evolve into Eldegoss, which you're just neutral, you're just solo grass. I mean, you could be good. You have okay stats. Spadef is really good. We'll try catching you. You're grass. And I don't think there's really any of the grass mons in this route, so it wouldn't hurt. Oh, 1 Pokeball. Cool. I didn't have to worry about hurting it. Amy leveled up. Okay, what do we name the Gossifleur that evolves into Eldegoss? We should not. Okay, I was like, Lotad is evolving, but we should not let Lotad evolve until we get Rain Dance, just so we don't have to level it up, wait to level up to Ludicolo for so long. 33 instead of 43. What do we name the male Gossifleur? How about Alfonso? The Pokemon you recommend is Ferrothorn. Only fears fire and fighting. Resists a lot of types and think good attack and really good defenses. Yeah, Ferrothorn. I like Ferrothorn. I have to find a Ferroseed. We've already caught the Gossifleur. I don't think Ferrothorn is... Whoops. Where is Ferrothorn at? Okay, so Lotad is... Actually... Would Amy or Alfonso be better for the water or the grass gym? Alfonso? Did I misspell it or something? Or is it just a name? Just a ridiculous name? Let me look up Ferroseed. Oh, Alfonso makes you laugh every time. It's a fun name. Yeah, I agree. Stony Wilderness, Area 2 and Area 3, Stony, those are overworld spawns. Non-overworld, Route 4, 1% chance. Holy cow, that's not... In Italian, it's a goofy name. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I forgot it is an Italian name. Okay, so our best bet at a Ferroseed is not for a while, so I don't have to worry about Ferroseed for a while. Okay. Do we leave Amy or Alfonso though? Which one? I mean, we're probably gonna have to swap one of them back out whenever somebody gets to level 20, so I don't go over the level cap that I've set. So we'll just leave Gossifleur for now. What did they say? Pass through Route 3 and beyond in order to reach Turffield. We could... Wah! Growlithe is still there. Wah! Run this... Wah! Okay, okay. Whew. Crap. I thought we could get by. Girl Hannah. Pancham. He's fighting type. Oh, does he have any fighting moves? Bro is running for his life. For, yeah, like 100%. I'm gonna hope he doesn't have any fighting moves. I am faster than him somehow. Tackle. Oh, thank goodness. As long as he doesn't use a fighting move that just one-shots me, I think we live through this trainer battle. Circle throw! Oh my gosh! That was terrifying. Okay, we're faster. I should have healed in case we weren't faster, but we're faster. Okay, I think I live now. No! Why? Why? We just lost. Oh no. Oh, okay. That was... Oh, Circle Throw always attacks last? I didn't know that. But it didn't matter. We almost... Oh my god. I should have healed. Oh, Amy. I'm so sorry. We were trying so hard to get you, Amy, and then the freaking Pangoro just curb stomped you. I should have went back and healed. I knew I should have healed. Okay, well, that's unfortunate for the fire gym that we're going to have to face later on. Oh, Zangoose, Zigzagoon, I mean, stay away. Okay. Well, is there any other Mon we could use for the fire gym? Because that's my main concern, is the fire gym. I don't care about any other gym. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure Lotad Ludicolo was the only water grass. Grass poison. We could get a Rotom and turn it to Mo-Rotom. The only option we have is Appleton or Applin, because it's Grass Dragon, and I'm pretty sure Dragon resists fire. Yeah, so fire is neutral against him, but he's weak to many other things. But I like Appleton. Okay. I wish we had Flapple in this version, because Flapple does more damage and is faster than Appleton, but Appleton is tankier. Route 5. Okay. And I know there's a way we can just get a free apple to evolve him. And if not, Applin is still Grass Dragon. So, okay. Okay, we can get an Applin after this next gym. Oh my gosh. Why? Why? Why did that have to happen? That didn't have to happen. I probably could have healed and then the Pangoro wouldn't have one-shot Lotad. He would have got damaged by hail. Unless the Pangoro would have one-shot either of my Mons, except Snover took a hit, surprisingly. Oh well, we lost our first Mon before the first gym. And it was probably the best Mon we could possibly get. Well, I wouldn't say the best. I feel like Ferrothorn is up there. Honestly, Abomasnow is probably up there too. He's just got a really bad quad weakness to fire. Run. Okay. Why did we go through here? For a burn heal, of course. Oh, he's still. He stopped. Oh my god. I'm terrified of Growliths right now. That's a trainer. That's a trainer. That's a trainer. I've ever played Pokemon Radical Red. That sounds like it's a hacked ROM. I have not. I haven't really played any hacked ROMs. I think I might have that one. I don't know. I feel like I've heard of that. Doing a different way. Sonia, I lost my cute little lily pad. I lost him. I lost him to a friggin' panda bear. A tiny panda bear that just spun him out of existence. Didn't have to do it. Didn't have to do it. I should farm Gossifleurs. I need to level up. I have an escape rope. I could have. Oh, okay. All right. I need to farm Gossifleurs because I have Abomasnow, so picking them is not a problem. The hardest Pokemon ROM hap. Only like 25 people finished the game in Nuzlocke. That sounds like a challenge. A challenge I would gladly do. I'll have to look into that. Ah! I don't know what these trainers' Mons have. I didn't do a lot of research about who has what because I've played through the game already, and I am terrified to fight any optional trainers now. That Pangoro. My evasiveness fell. Oh no, what will I ever do? Well, time to die to an ice shard to your face. Okay, so I need to level up. Alfonso will make it to the end. I hope Michelle makes it to the end because Michelle's gonna be a really. We do not want to fight a Tyrogue. We do not want to. Ah, Zigzagoon trainer. Ah, Gossifleur. Phew. Phew. Oh, scary. Pokemon Radical Red Nuzlocke completions? Maybe that'll look up. In order to complete a Radical Red Nuzlocke and become a champion, you will need to win 44 boss battles throughout the Kanto region. 44? 46 different encounters with 533 different Pokemon available as wild encounters. They sweet scented me, that's fine. Let's see here. Ranging from bickering rival and evil team fights to gym leaders and ultimately the Elite Four. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Do I stream often? I would like to. I have not. Oh, he did not. Wait, since he put me to sleep. Did he use hypnosis? Or maybe Sing. It was probably Sing. I don't stream often, but I would like to. I haven't had a lot of time to stream recently, but I'm hoping that in the following weeks I'll be able to stream at least a couple times a week. I used to stream like three or four times a week, but then I started getting busier. Alright, Gossifleurs aren't going to be very beneficial in terms of XP. Hey, on the bright side, we don't have to worry about leveling up Lotad to level 33 before evolving it to Lombre. It probably would have survived if I let it evolve into Lombre. I feel like it would have gotten enough extra stats to have survived. But instead, just kick it. I'll never forget Amy. I will never forget Amy. Amy is going to live on in the rest of the team. She's going to be the backbone. She would have been excellent in taking on fire type Pokemon, and well, I guess fire type is probably what she would mainly specialize in, but there's no changing what happened, unfortunately. I wonder if my Gossifleur has Cotton Down or if it has the other ability. And I didn't evolve it all because I wanted to get it Rain Dance sooner, so then it could more effectively use Swift Swim. Good. Also in my rules, I can't Dynamax. That's what I'm most scared about. Because if I can't Dynamax... Oh my God. And I don't think you can get Substitute very early on. So it is a bit of a problem. Alright, these Gossifleurs probably aren't going to give us a whole lot more XP. But Michelle is level 16, so we can move on. Level 16 is probably fine. Level 20 is the... Oh, we want to kill this one because it has a bit of electricity watt stuff on it. But level 20 is the level of the grass leader's lead Pokemon. Ace Pokemon, I think it is. So that's what I'm leveling up my guys to. Just to let you know, in Radical Red, some league members have Pokemons like Eternatus, Gigantamax, like the one with 1125 BST, Arceus, and even Pokemons with illegal movesets and illegal conditions. So, like, is it a set thing or is it randomized? Because either way scares me. But I feel like I could do it. Take some time. No, as in it's not a set thing, or no, as in it's not randomized? Because I shouldn't have phrased it like that. I asked either or, That's my bad. I feel like we can take on that trainer, but I don't want to be too careful, so we're running. Ooh, shiny. Like in the league, some Pokemons have moves that they normally can't get to make the game harder. Yeah, like for instance, like a Venusaur could learn have like flamethrower on it. I know what you mean, but I'm just wondering if it's like randomized, or if there's like a set thing, like there's a Salamence in the Elite Four that always has play rough or something like that. We're just gonna Ice Shard this Rukidi. We're always gonna be faster with Ice Shard. Some battles like you can't status the enemies or lower their stats. Oh, that is a slight problem, isn't it? Maybe, or it could be. Speed up. You think the game isn't randomized? Oh, that could be a problem. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a problem. I could strategize it easier. I could more easily know what I could do. Like I could plan for some things, I guess. Oh, this is a required trainer. Okay, let's fight him. Every Pokemon's got a type or two, and every type has strong points and weak ones. Yep, I'm aware. And stupid Pangoro. Oh boy, a Sizzlipede. Yay! Please don't have any good fire moves. I can't really swap to Gossifleur. Do I have better special or physical attack? Ah, that's a problem. That's something I've got to know. I don't want... It has Fire Wheel? Oh, that's not good. I have slightly better special. All of my moves are going to be not very effective against him, except for Alfonso's Sing. I could try to swap into Alfonso and try and get a Sing off, but Sing's got 55 accuracy. And I just have Cotton Down. Oh boy. How's your special defense? You have better than Michelle. Okay, we're gonna swap to Alfonso. That's our best bet because Michelle's 4 times weak to fire, and I have slightly better special defense on Alfonso anyways. He used Bite. Alright, so we would have been fine. I'm gonna try and put it to sleep though. We're still he's still faster. Okay, he hasn't used any fire moves yet. We missed? Yeah, we missed. I can only afford to try and do one. Oh, I don't even know if I can. We might die after one more. I'm gonna have to heal. I knew I should have farmed more Gossifleurs. Wrap! No! Okay. Our only hope is to put it to sleep. And we're hurt by the wrap. Please don't be a lot. Okay, that was only 4. Please go to sleep. Something has less than 60% accuracy. It is actually 5% accuracy. Yep, I believe it. I don't think that's an actual statistics, but that's what everybody believes because that's how the moves always work out. That's fine. That does 50 attack. It gets rid of Wrap. He's still asleep. We can go for one more. Hail stopped. Oh, good. We can go for one more, and I don't think, unless he has a fire move, Alfonso won't die. And then we'll heal, and then do this a couple more times. We're alive. We're alive. I just want. He has another Pokemon he hasn't used yet. It's probably another fire type. Why are there so many fire types? Okay, he used Bite. We'll use another potion though. Oh boy. This Sizzlipede. I'm so glad we swapped to Alfonso because I wish we still had Amy. The speed difference between Alfonso and Sizzlipede is absurd. Especially now. Like, as in, because of Sizzlipede being so much faster than Gossifleur, or because... we can take another one, as long as we don't get burned. Or because he keeps getting cottoned down and I've used Rapid Spin a few times. Don't use Ember. Use Bite. We're gonna have to heal. Cotton down and Rapid Spin, yeah. His speed won't go any lower. He's got the lowest speed he could possibly have right now. We'll live in Ember as long as it's not a crit. We'll live in Ember, so we've got to try singing again. Oh, we hit it. Okay. Okay. Grass, unfortunately, is like a fourth the times effective on him, so there's no point in us trying to go for a crit from Razor Leaf. Speed is on life support. You mean Alfonso? Yeah, Alfonso is on life support. Or no, his speed is on life support, you're saying, because it won't go any lower. Okay, I see. Either one, or both are on life support. Okay, we beat the Sizzlipede. What's his other mon? Oh, a Dottler. We can hopefully take on a Dottler. Think? We're faster than it because we missed. He has Struggle Bug. And our special attack fell, but his speed fell. I think I got to swap to Michelle. Get the hail back up. I'm gonna have to heal Michelle if he uses a bug move. Light screen. Okay, we're fine for now. I'll just use a physical move. I won't use a special move. Okay. Of course, both of his mons have a super effective stab on my grass type. Okay, we can take it. Oh wait, that was special attack. Okay, we're fine though. We can take another struggle bug. Oh, he's just gonna use confusion. Don't confuse me. Okay, we're good. I think we just straight up kill him with Ice Shard, but I don't want to be too. I don't want to be too rash. Off topic. What do you think about Vikavolt? I like Vikavolt. He's got a really cool design. I thought he was faster than he is though. He's actually really slow. I thought he was much faster. Now the question is, will an Ice Shard kill him? Ice Shard should kill him, yeah. Use confusion. Okay, I think we're fine. Oh my gosh, if he used the struggle bug, we would have lost Michelle probably. Outside it got morning and you got 0 sleep. That's unfortunate. Okay, we still have Ice Shard. We're still faster because of Ice Shard. Oh my gosh, we almost lost Michelle to a Dottler. We can't risk going back to Motostoke to heal. We've got to keep pushing forward, I guess. So you'll go now? Okay. That's all right. I mean, you've been up for a while if it's become morning. But I appreciate you coming around and sticking around for so long. I probably won't be on for too much longer anyways. Bye, have a good... I assume you're going to... If not, you're going to... Whatever, have a good day, have a good sleep, whatever you're going to do, have a good one. Ooh, super potion. Oh, she heals my mons, doesn't she? Yeah, she just heals my mons. I wasted my potions. Thanks! And I hope you have a good one as well. I guess you're not streaming, but I hope you have a good one as well. Alright. Are there any grass mons in the Galar mine? No, but there's Diglets we can farm. Okay. We almost lost Snover and we almost lost Michelle and Alfonso. So much nicer being around the ground and rock type Pokemon. Unfortunately, there's still fire types in here. The Carkles and Roly-Colies. But I'm going to avoid them as best as I can. Is there another? There's another Diglett. I would like to kill this Diglett. I would like to get some more XP. Once we get to the grass gym, or once we get to the town with the grass gym, that's probably whenever I'll call the stream quits, because I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. He's faster. I guess Diglett is a pretty dang fast dude. Unfortunately, he's not very strong compared to Snover's Leafage. Okay. Cool. We can calm down a little bit after dealing with all of that shenanigans. No, it's not. Okay. See, the problem is these trainers, I feel like they'll probably have Roly-Colies, and I'm scared of fighting a Roly-Coly. It's an odd thing I never thought I would say. But I'm gonna have to fight somebody eventually. Because there are required trainers. But this rock and roll is level 14. And Leafage doesn't hardly do squat. And he's lowering my accuracy. Okay, he might die after another Leafage. Due to the hail, probably. Oh no, he won't die. Stealth Rock. Well, good thing I'm not planning on swapping. Okay, so I've got to remember that my only hope now against the Fire Gym is to find an Applin. And maybe be able to evolve it to Appleton. I don't know if I'll be able to find... I don't know where you go to the kid who gives you the Appleton apple. Oof, Swoobats. I guess Snover can probably one-shot them with Ice Shard because they're flying psychic, but I don't want... Okay, Diglett. We can handle a Diglett. We can handle a Diglett. Don't have any Roly-Colies, please. I'm scared to death to fight a roly-coly. Ice Shard probably wouldn't one-shot him. Leafage will one-shot him though, if we don't flinch. Well, I mean, it's actually the same damage and they're both stab, so Ice Shard might one-shot him if Leafage one-shots him. Yeah, okay, I didn't have to take that damage. What's your next mon? Oh, level 17. Yes. Okay. We leveled up. We got more stats. Drillbur, you're just ground right now, right? Yeah, you're not particularly too strong. You're not ground steel yet. Okay, rapid spin doesn't matter because I have Ice Shard. Okay, this is a bit scary. But we got through. The second gym is water. Water is going to be a lot less stressful to have to deal with. Although grass probably isn't that stressful either. I'm not too concerned about grass. Why are there so many fire? Oh, there's probably so many fire mons to get to it. So then you have the mons to fight the grass gym. All right, we're walking this way. This scary face. Okay, it's kind of not useful. Lower speed, right? Yeah. I don't even think any of my guys can learn that. Okay. I kind of want to fight her, but at the same time, I'm scared. What if she has a roly-coly and I die? What is Alfonso's Razor Leaf? Razor Leaf could be good. We can swap to Alfonso. I'm terrified. Worker Georgia. Timber. That's a fighting type. I'm glad I swapped. I forgot Timbers are in here. 3 Pokemon? One hit. Oh, good. 3 Pokemon. Why? There was lag on my controller. It didn't get all of my inputs. I almost pressed A on Sing again. Okay. I'm pretty sure he's just solo fighting, but I want to raise my speed up a bit. Just so I can hopefully outspeed whatever else they throw in. Pound, okay, that's fine. Alright, we could probably live another pound. I need to heal though. I don't want to risk a crit the next turn. Although that was only, what, 7 damage? Unless it's like a high roll crit or something. Chances of me dying next turn are very slim, but I don't want to take that chance because I only have 2 Pokemon. I can't find any grass Pokemon. Hopefully next time I play, there'll be a Roselia I can capture, or I can catch. Oh boy. Okay, well probably, yeah, he does have low kick. We'll probably kill with rapid spin, so I'm going to use rapid spin just to get a little bit more speed just in case. I didn't think that was going to kill for a second. Okay, we're good. What's next? Alfonso's almost level 16. Another Timber. Okay, we can handle another Timber. Probably. Okay, that doesn't deal a lot of damage, luckily. We're gonna try another Sing. Okay, we hit it. And then I'm going to do a Razor Leaf, and then I'm going to heal. Because I have a feeling we're only going to get 2 turns of sleep. Come on. Crit. Was that a crit? That was a crit. Okay. Okay. Running out of potions. I should have bought more. I didn't realize how many I was going to have to use. Because normally when I play, I don't play Nuzlocke rule. Oh, okay. I was... I need to put him back to sleep. I don't know if that's crit chance or that's crit chance. That oh no. But it's not a guaranteed crit. But that was a crit. Ugh. It's just an increased chance of a crit. Okay. 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 Come on, hit the sing. That one was not a crit, so we're fine. All right, come on, hit the sing. Yes. All right, we can probably kill him with Razor Leafs. If we get 2 crits, well, he'll probably still have a little bit of health left. Come on. That was a crit? That was not a crit. So if we get a crit, we might kill him. Razor Leaf has a high crit chance, or higher crit chance. Crit? It was not. It was a crit. Why did it look like it did the same damage? He's still asleep. Thank goodness. Okay, I'm not gonna try and heal because I know he's gonna wake up next turn. Because that's it. That was maximum sleep turns. Okay, okay. We're doing a little better. Yes, we will learn round instead of sweet scent, I guess, because sing is still pretty helpful. She has a 3rd timber. I had a feeling. Come on, just hit the first sing. Yes. All right, so we should be fine to not try and healing, because even with a crit, I don't think he can kill us in one shot. So we're just going to deal as much damage as we can before he wakes up. He woke up immediately. Why? That was a crit. Okay, I was like, that did like 8 damage. Okay. Another crit won't kill, so we're going to try and sing. If we miss, then I'm going to have to heal. Okay. Man, who knew a group of timbers was so difficult to beat? Lear? Have they had Lear this whole time? I don't like that. Because he has a fighting move, so if I swap to Obama, or if I swap to Michelle, and he could low kick and just kill Michelle, oh, that's the only way to get rid of my decrease in defense. Oh boy. We just gotta hope that he has max sleep turns. Okay, we might kill him in one more hit. He can't kill us in a crit. The only way he could possibly win this fight now is if we miss a Razor Leaf, and then if he kills us in a crit. Oh, okay. Oh. I thought... Or... I thought we weren't going to do enough damage. Okay. Okay, we got through that. I need to heal my mons. I'm not going to use potions because I know I can just go back here and talk to this person. I don't know if it's worth it to go to that guy. I don't know what Pokemons he has. I'm going to lead with Gossifleur because if it's pretty much Snover, like If it's fighting or fire, Snover is 4 times a week. Or no, well, I guess. Oh, that's cool. Carcoal's just straight up a minecart? I didn't know that. I wonder if I could have ran into that Carcoal and battled him. I didn't want to try it. Roggenrola, okay. It's not Torkoal, or Roly-Coly. It's just a Roggenrola. Okay, we're fine. Weak armor. Okay, well, he's faster than me again, but his defense is decreased. Oh, well, he's just gonna increase it again. If we get a crit, he just straight up dies and it doesn't matter. Look at that. A crit. Thank you, Razor Leaf. Okay. I'm so worried. Looks like we weren't in sync. Okay, what's up here? Was it worth it? 3 Great Balls. That's actually, that was kind of worth it. Worth the stress of... Oh, wait. Oh, and Rock Blast? That could be good if we get a mon who can actually use it. Because that's super effective on fire. Dude, Gossifleur and Abomasnow can't learn it. Right? Yeah, I don't have anybody who can learn any teams right now. I'm gonna give this to Alfonso. Because he does have Pound. Or Round. He has Round. Wait, the escape rope can be used any number of times now? I didn't know that. Okay. Well, let's get through this mine. Try and avoid any Woobats. Woobat? Yeah, these ones are Woobats. Swoobat is the evolved form. Yeah, we couldn't get to that without him seeing us, I'm pretty sure. You're looking for items, so you found me. There's an item right next to you. You weren't looking very hard, Worker Russell. Roly-Coly, that's what I was afraid of, and that's why I don't have Snover out. So I think Razor Leaf is... I should have sang... He just tackled okay. He should be slower now. I don't know if Roly-Coly learns any fire moves yet. I don't even know if Roly-Coly is Fire Rock. Roly-Coly is not Fire Rock. There was no need to be afraid of Roly-Coly apparently. They're rock. They don't get fire type until they're Carcoal. Huh. Who'da thunk? If only I'd use an item effectively when I was in a pinch. Yeah, you weren't winning that fight. Sorry to say. Heavy duty boots. Okay, that could be good. There's not going to be very many NPCs who are going to use hazards, but we'll give it to Michelle anyways. For now, since we have to swap her in. If we have to do that mid-battle. Okay, so the only thing to be afraid of would be a... Oh, I don't remember what... Do they have psychic type Pokemon? Doesn't help me. Maybe they have fairy. I don't want to be too careful. Okay, I'm so glad I found out you're just rock. If I find a shiny, I'll catch it, even no matter what. I'll try and catch it no matter what Pokemon it is, but I won't use it unless it's grass. So I just had the thought of, what if this was a shiny Roly-Coly? Did it just rapid spin, so it just did a little bit of damage that did nothing because of my cotton down? Okay. That was a crit. Good job. Okay. I am a little bit worried about this is a Nuzlocke. I can look stuff up. I don't even know what the person's name is. Let me just look up characters, I guess. And then they'll probably be one of the first ones to show up, right? Professor Magnolia, oh, it's Alistair, isn't it? No, that's the ghost type gym. Why does it say Cynthia? Cynthia's not in this. List of story characters, because I gotta know. What is this person's name? Bede. Okay. That's right. Bede. Teams. Because I don't want to die. So he has level 13, level 15, and level 16. They're all just solo psychic. Okay. But I don't. Oh. Okay. I would like to get my guys a couple more levels, but I don't think that'll be possible. We're just gonna have to try and fight him and see what happens. Okay. Let me see. Anything I can... There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do to help improve them. Okay. Well, looks like we're gonna have to go fight Bede and hope for the best. Aw, dang it. Alright, we're gonna save, even though I know it won't matter. But we're gonna save anyways. I'd advise against it. Any trainer with a wishing star is in for a beating from me and my Pokemon. Okay. Cool. Well, I don't care about a wishing star. Well, alright. Can I Dynamax? I'm so scared because I'm not allowed to Dynamax. I mean, I can't Dynamax in this battle anyways. I should have led with Snover. But this Solosis has Endeavor. So I'm not too concerned with starting with Gossifleur because if he uses Endeavor on Snover and he has low health, that's a problem. Oh, no. Did that need to happen? Oh my gosh, good. We missed, but at least we hit through the confusion. We're faster now thanks to Cotton Down. We hit. Oh. Do I have better special or physical attack? Because if I have better special, round would be better. Okay, just slightly. It doesn't matter that much, I don't think. I'm gonna rapid spin once. Oh, just snap out of confusion. Don't hit yourself. Oh, okay. No, I gotta heal. There goes those sleep turns. Why did it get a confusion? He's still asleep. And hopefully get a rapid spin off. Snap out. Yes. Okay. Oh, he's pretty weak. Don't confuse me again. I just snapped out of confusion. Okay. Alright. We're fine. Okay. I'm gonna just sing again. Oh, I hit. I'm gonna do another rapid spin. His mons I don't think are fast. He has a Hatena and something else. I don't think he has very fast mons, but I'm gonna rapid spin again anyways, just in case. And now a round should kill him? Probably? Hopefully? Please? Please? Yeah. I don't think it's gonna kill him actually, I just realized it's not that. Yep. Don't get confused. Okay, you didn't get confused. Okay. I'm gonna finish him off. Get a bit more speed, and we're gonna heal. I gotta use the energy root. I don't want to risk dying. Oh, I could use a super potion actually. Gothita. Okay. I don't think it's that fast. But it's definitely going to kill Alfonso if we don't heal. That's an either. Side beam. I'm a special defense tank though, so I'm good. Okay. Competitive. That's not good. We gotta sing it. Okay. Its special attack rose sharply? Why? Okay. Question is Gothita's special or physical attack worse? I have to look up. I'm gonna look it up. What kind of rule is this? I can only have 2 mons? Not that it would matter because I only have 2 mons. But like... everybody's got 3. Special defense is better than defense. So I'll go for the stab razor leaf, hope for a crit, 1 shot, maybe. Oh my gosh, that did nothing. But I'm pretty sure Alfonso has better special defense than Snover. Oh no, don't die. Oh! But its special attack's gonna get raised again. The only chance I have is to put it back to sleep. Otherwise I'm about to get... Oh my gosh. Okay, now the only chance I have is to get a crit with Raised Leaves. It's gotta be asleep for at least a couple turns. Oh no. We missed! No! I have to swap, but it might kill Snover in 1 hit. Yeah, because Alfonso's got better special defense. And it almost one-shot Alfonso. I just gotta hope that it stays as slow. Okay, we need a crit here. We need a crit. Oh, oh! We killed it. We killed the Gothita. Oh my gosh. That thing would have wiped us if we didn't get that crit. Patina. Okay. We need to heal. Of course Gothita had competitive. So direct counter to Alfonso's ability. That's so much damage. Okay, at least we're hitting things. Oh my gosh. Alfonso, you are coming in clutch. Now the question is, how is Hatena's? Hatena's probably special defense as well. Oh, Hatena only has 1 T. Yeah, Hatena's slightly better special defense. So we just gotta hope for some crits. That was a crit? Yes, okay. Don't wake up. It woke up. Alright, I gotta go for a sleep, and if I miss the sing, then I'm gonna have to heal. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to heal anyways. But we're gonna try and go for 2 attacks and hope for one of them is a crit. Or maybe even both of them. I wouldn't mind both of them being a crit. That was a crit. Don't wake up. Oh my gosh. Okay, we won. I'm not using Razor Leaf because there's a chance we could miss. We're using Rapid Spin. Oh my gosh. That was a battle I did not think I was going to win. Especially after that Gothita got so much extra special attack. Oh my gosh. I thought the run was about to die right there. That's why I saved beforehand, because I knew that was going to be rough with only 2 Mons that are... Oh my gosh. I didn't know competitive was a thing. And because of the competitive, Gothita almost wiped my entire team. Oh my gosh. That was a rough battle. But we got through without losing Alfonso or Michelle, which is a big win. All right, let's see if we can find another Grassmon maybe. I might change my rule to having Electrike, Meowth. Oh, okay. Yampers. I don't think there's probably any grass Pokemon here. It's a Meowth. Okay, well, I'm just gonna run. Couldn't get away? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're running again. Pumpkaboo! I mean, it won't help us a whole lot because we can't trade to evolve it, but it's a grass ghost pump, a grass ghostmon. It's a good backup in case we need another grass ghostmon. I'm gonna just sing it. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not ghost type. We missed, of course. I'll try again. How is it faster? It shouldn't be now. We missed again. Okay. A Shadow Sneak might kill me. I'm gonna heal. But I really don't want to lose a Mon trying to catch him on. Especially after Alfonso just carried that fight for us. Let's see, was that going to do 19 damage? No, it's only going to do 10. But still, I didn't want to take the chance. Especially if it was a crit. we would have died. Okay, Alfonso got the thing in finally. I might, just for the sake of this, I might try and get somebody to trade with me so I can get a Gorgeist at some point. But I can always catch a Gorgeist out in the wild areas. I've seen plenty of Gorgeists. But if possible, this one would be good to evolve. Oh, we need to name it. It's a female. We'll name it Merida. We'll give it an actual name. I normally give things fake names. Alright, I might honestly change up my rule at some point to how many Mons I hold. Alright, well I'm gonna hold on to Merida for now so we can heal her so she's not asleep whenever we take her out of the box later. Oh boy. Okay. You can... Why? Okay, it's just an Electrike. I'm fine. I don't like Leer. Oh, he's got quick attack, so me raising my speed doesn't matter. Okay. We'll probably kill him with a good old round. I'm probably gonna have to swap after this guy dies, because I don't want Alfonso to die. Not dead. Oh, but he used a potion. Of course he used a potion. Okay, another rapid spin and he's dead. Oh, and he didn't use quick attack this time. He's not dead. Used Leer. I'm 100% gonna have to swap. I could swap to Merida. Well, technically Merida's illegal right now. Oh, he didn't quick attack. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for another quick attack. He's probably trying to go for another Leer because he's being greedy. Alright, now let's send in Michelle. We haven't seen Michelle in a good little bit because Alfonso's been carrying the team. Lotad. Oh, that's just cruel. I don't have anything super effective, but neither does he. Especially if I swap to Snover. If I swap to Michelle, we'll have the hail going up, so then we'll get some extra damage going on. Okay. I don't know exactly if he's better in special or physical. Oh, but he's so dead. It's so cool that he would have a Lotad. Ugh. Why? Okay, good. I was hoping for a freeze. Just so you didn't have to, just so you didn't absorb again. Alrighty then. Just in case we have to do more battles, I'm going to swap to Snover, Michelle being in our first slot. Wrong button, I don't want to go there. Alright, Michelle. I really want that TM. I don't know what it is, but I want it. I don't want to fight the child. And I don't want to fight any other things. No. Mine. Pin missile. I don't think anybody I have can learn it, but that could be handy in the future. Okay. Beauty fly. It's not grass, but we already caught a grass type in this area. But it is bug. It is bug fairy. I'm very scared. I'm going to run. Couldn't get away. Sweet scent. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He didn't attack. That's just lowering our evasiveness. Alright, now that you're distracted by the hail, we run. Whew. Oh my god. I don't want to mess with any bug types. Oh, a Yamper! I just hopped right on top of it. But I can take out a Yamper easy. He's just electric. But he has the muzzle. That would be a problem, actually. Unless we one-shot him. Let's see if I one-shot him. I'm curious. Nope, nowhere near. Oh, and he bit though. All right, let's see if special is better than physical against a Yamper. Oh, they're probably about the same, at least at this level. Does he not have nuzzle? Oh, that's fine by me. Wild Yamper fainted. Goodbye, Yamper. Alright. Saw something shiny over here. Okay. Let's see here. Is there anything over here worth grabbing? Don't necessarily want to fight anybody. Especially an Electrike. Boost bug type moves. Well, if I have a mon that can learn bug type moves, that'll be very useful. Is that Hop? No, it's not Hop. Oh, it was the grass trainer. No, I'm not. I'll say yeah, why not? Okay, I'm not gonna... I was planning on fighting him this stream, but I don't think I'm going to because it's going to take another 30 plus minutes, and I really like to end the stream soon. So we're going to heal Pokemon. We're probably going to put the Gourgeist back in. We're going to put the Gourgeist in the box after it's healed. 2x accuracies. I think with my rules, I'm not going to use X items in battles, so I don't think the X accuracies will really help. We'll kill this Diglett before we go. Plus he might have Arena Trap, so we'd probably have to kill him anyways. Well, I mean, he might not. That might just be a Doug Trio move. Attack fail. I should have gone for Powder Snow. Well, it doesn't matter. He's dead. Oh, it was a crit. Okay, that explains it. I was like, there's no way he would have got killed from one hit. I'm only a level higher than him, and he lowered my attack. All right, Alfonso's almost level 18. I want to get my guys to level 20 before we actually challenge the gym. But for now, I will just end it here. Hop. Fairfield Stadium. Wow, I couldn't tell. I love the hand-holding in this game. The gym I just returned, I just met him. Sonya's looking for you. You don't know what hill? Look at your map to be sure. Oh look, and there's a yamper telling you what hill, just in case you don't know. The only other way you can walk. Not that stupid game. I mean, I'm stupid, but not that stupid. Okay, let's heal. And actually, before I forget, I'm gonna buy some items. Because I would really like some more potions. I had like 40 potions, didn't I? No, I had 40 Pokeballs. We'll have a total of 50 potions. That should be enough to last us for a couple decades. And we'll get 31 more Pokeballs. Alright, cool. Can we do the Loto ID yet? Oh, we can. Let's see if our one trainer ID thing will get us anything. Yes, let's see. What do we get? I doubt it. Aww. Could you imagine we just get a Master Ball right off the bat? I should have saved it after I healed, but whatever. I'll leave Gorgeist in the, or not, that's Pumpkaboo, it's not Gorgeist yet, but I'll leave Pumpkaboo in the box. I might be able to see a rare Pokemon at Wedgehurst. Yeah, but I don't need it, it's Water Psychic, I can't use it. Yeah, I'll leave Merida in the box for now. But we'll keep that in mind that we have Merida in here, and we'll probably level her up too a bit once Michelle gets to level 20, so we can continue getting Alfonso to level 20. I think Alfonso evolves at level 20, so level 20 is going to be our golden number. We could have had a Lombre, but we killed our Lotad. In memoriam, Amy the Lotad died to a freaking Pangoro. A circle throw one shot. Wasn't even a crit. I'm so sorry, Amy. You will be missed. Alright, well that would be the end of my stream. I think that was a pretty good stream, I think. I definitely want to continue this. I haven't even gotten to the first gym yet. I'm for sure going to play more. I'm worried about the fire gym now that we don't have Lotad, but since we could get an Applin before the fire gym, I'm not as concerned as I was before. But it's still a little concerning because that's a lot of fire types that we're going to have an Applin get through. And that's the only Mon that we can get. That's the only other Mon in the entire game that is resistant or neutral to fire, that is also grass. Unless I change up my dupes clause and I go for a Lotad from a different zone, because there were Lotads in that one zone that wasn't from a zone that I caught any Mons from. But I don't think I'm going to do that, but I might end up doing that since there's so few grass types in the game. We'll see. Probably not. Don't bet that I will, but it is an option. So anyways, thanks everybody so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye. And then I'm going to wait. I have no idea. I'm going to assume I can stop streaming now.